All right, man. We back. We back. Everybody good? Let's go on and get through this real quick. What up, Nia? Mm,
Hey, I'm here.
all right, cool beans. We're gonna rock with it. We're just gonna play a quick video and talk about it. That's all.
Put your background up.
Yeah, I'm about to. Everything is going off the Everything's going off here. That's all.
You want me streaming to my audience? Jordan mode? Are you live?
Yeah, that would have been dope, but it's all good. We'll do it on the next one. I'm just gonna throw that background up for now. All right, too easy. We got a background there. All right, let's go. Um, Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. The whole live stream just dropped. We had to create a new one. I know if y'all over there on YouTube, you definitely can see us when we went back live. We're just gonna get to talking about it right now. So here we go. Video. We came out of another video that black people was talking about black fatigue. And what y'all think about that, man? I'm gonna pass the mic. Yeah, you heard the video that we played a second ago. What's your take on it?
Well, one thing I'm gonna say is, as Black folk, we're always gonna get trendsetter. It just depends on what we're deciding to set that trend on. Me in particular, I am not a big social media person. When it comes down to watching all these videos and seeing what people doing out here in the streets, and actually watching people be ratchet, that don't come up on my news feed particularly. So if I do happen to see it in person, now that's my cue to do and say something about it versus picking up my camera and recording it. So I see people all the time who, think that getting better customer service requires her raising her voice. Now, me, I know how to control that. I don't
Now,
respond
now,
back
now,
with
you, you
with a
I know I
negative.
talk, I know I talk fast, but you just said something and you said it kind of fast. It didn't even register on my end. So you say you get customer service and what?
Yeah, like when you provide customer service, right?
Mhm.
So say if a young lady or a guy come in there and think they got to raise their tone or be more aggressive because they think that's what's gonna, they got to do that to get better service or faster service, right? See, a woman like me, I control the temperature of that. I don't
Mhm.
get loud with you, and I try to show them that there's a better way of getting the service that they need to have. So as we are out here providing service and being the forefront of us black folks, stop picking up the recorder, because picking up the phones and recording it like it's entertainment. See, that's what society have you thinking. Like everything needs to be entertainment, everything needs to be recorded. But there are conversations that I have, and I pull you over to the side and I say, "Sweetheart, you ain't gotta act like that." Or I say, "Come over here, let's talk. Seem like you having a how's your day going?" See, I know how to de-escalate people instead of sitting up there catching an attitude with them. If she's coming in, I meet a lot of young people smelling like, can I say drugs,
You
marijuana,
can say
whatever?
what you can say whatever you want to
Okay,
here. Just
so
saying
they
one of
come in
them
and smelling
restricted.
like marijuana, right?
Huh?
And I say, come here for a second. They were like, what's going on? I'm like, look, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know how you gonna take it, but you chiefing? They were like, what? What's that? I'm like, you got the weed. They was like, you can smell it on me. Yeah, man. They're like, that's why they was treating me like that. But look, we gotta look out for our people. That's the thing. Look out for our people and stop judging them on the type of day they're having. Show them that there's a way that you can actually de-escalate situations. We got young, you said you do affirmations, right? Affirmations come through conversation. A lot of people don't know what words to say, what things to think until they come across a healthy mindset now. So that's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm set up here. This black fatigue or whatever you want to call it. I never even heard a day in my life because I don't pay attention to that type of energy. I'm very cautious of the type of energy I focus on. So when it comes down to trend setting, I'm a trendsetter. Like I like to wear my little outfits and cute little things and, be me, but I'm not going to be out here being for display of entertainment in a derogative way for my people.
Yeah, I like how you broke that down. So with what you just stated, you were saying we got to like give more grace and look out for each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's solution based right there. Jay Prince. Hold on, I'm gonna save you. So, Lady Cherie, let me ask you a question. So, based upon the video that we showed earlier, and that was on the other live stream. So, if anybody watching this one, I'd rather not play the whole video back, but it was pretty. Matter of fact, forget it. We ain't got nothing to lose. We ain't got too many people here. Make sure get everybody awake. Let's play that back for the audience real quick. I go.
Hey man, it's getting spooky. I just came across something called Black fatigue, and basically it's white Americans are sick of our shit.
I got news for you. Black Americans are sick of your shit. Black people are sick of black people's shit.
Basically, society is saying that they're tired of how Black people are blaming things that have happened to us historically in the past. And they are also now adding different things that they have seen in society to that behavior as well, like loud mouthing or maybe, using certain words or certain behaviors.
All right, so we're gonna stop it right there. We ain't gonna play the whole thing just so this audience on this stream can get the gist of what we talking about. Okay, talking about Black fatigue. We talking about Jess Pearly things that said had a lot of choice words. We're gonna play some of her words in a second, but we're gonna play her words from what y'all already heard. So on the Lapeef Network, she came on the panel after she made said choice words, and they had her up on the panel to defend her choice words. I wish we can get her over here on this panel. We're not so big yet and so privileged to do so, because that would have been a treat. But right now, only thing we have is this clip, and we're gonna play this clip. It's about 3 minutes long. So if y'all stick with it, just listen to. It's not just Pearl. We have people representing one side and people representing another. That was Sean right there. What's up, brother? All right. So on both sides, so we got people representing us, and then she's speaking up for herself. All right, let's play it real quick.
When you hear Black fatigue, what does it mean to you?
So it was a lot that was said in the video.
I don't know what's on the video. I just want to know, when you hear the word Black fatigue, what does it mean to you?
It means what Miss Winters described it as. It's the erosion of our mind, body, and our spirit from systemic racism and daily microaggressions and lack of sustainable racial progress. So I don't like that they change terms that mean something for us to focus on. It gives other races of people who may be ignorant or avoidant of our issues that they may have directly caused. To piggyback on that, ignorance is ignorance across all races of people. We all have degenerates of every race and culture. We don't respect or accept those. That's not the highlight of who we are, and I don't think that's what we need to focus on. Black fatigue is what it stands for and what it will always be, and that's what we need to focus on. Why are we physically, mentally, and emotionally exhausted? And let's not focus on the ignorance that they want to keep highlighting. Everybody will be sick of that. That's obvious. Let's just stay on the foundation and build off of that. I land my plane.
I mean, for me, it's the initial definition. It's Black.
Y'all get the gist of that one? Everybody good?
Yep.
Yeah, got the gist of that one. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, too easy. So did y'all hear Pearly's part?
No.
Or it stopped before her?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So Pearly basically echoed everything that she said before. Pearly hit us with black people this, black people that. So I got a question to ask everybody on the panel, because there was a guy who was out a little bit before just Pearly. And when he had said choice words, some of the same words, this guy.
Hey, I know him.
Yeah, we know him. The world knows Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace, big brother. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. All right, so listen. Let's open the conversation up. Jay Prince, I'm gonna let you take off because look, here's the part that I have an issue with. I approached maybe 50 people over the last 3 weeks because we supposed to do this show a long time ago, but we had to catch up with the schedule. So I approached a lot of people with this one and let them know that this is what we're going to be talking about. And I just felt a lot of people running from this one. And I didn't know why. And the reason why I brought up Just Pearly Thing's 2 million subscribers is because she has a large voice. Now, the issue that I have personally is that an average Joe could make these same comments at the water cooler at work. Y'all know how I like the water cooler at work example. At the water cooler at work, or even if it wasn't in the work environment, because a lot of people may not speak up at work. You know how your voice can get bought sometimes, right? So like you can't, you know, certain people in certain jobs, and I get it, you got to live, got to pay bills, so we'll sell our voice to do so, right? So like average Joe could have made these, especially a male. These comments right here that Pearly made: black women this, black women that, black people this, black people that, and I've seen it time and time again where people don't even blink and they join in on the conversation and they scrutinize and they knock them down and they say, don't be talking about us or talking about your people, blah, blah, blah. But now here you got blonde hair, blue eye, love Pearl to death when she's being Pearl because she's authentic. She don't care what nobody think about her, what she says. She do clickbait. So some of the things that she say is definitely targeted to get a rise out of people. We know that, right? She say that. That's the best content, I think she said, right? Yeah, we back, Lily. Hey, look, check this out. She said that's the best comment, the best content, right? But why is it that when she, with 2 million subscribers, make comments of such, I can't, it's like rats pissing on cotton. Like, that's why I'm glad that y'all had the nerve to come here and really speak on this. So, Jay Prince, you've heard Pearly, you heard some things that she said before about blacks. You heard Angry Man, what he was just saying. Then there was a whole slew of people on that first video that said that they were tired as well. So, what's your take on it, bro?
I think they mainly talking about the ghetto people. I would say, I think that I come from that area, that part of the blacks. I think that's kind of, I would say to the black folks that perpetrate that behavior, that getting these people tired, to continue doing what you're doing. Because if you don't have that, the regular blacks don't have, like the good blacks don't have no influence. I think that black people need to create their own image.
I don't mean to cut you off. I just want to make it's like holding court in the streets. I want to make sure that the lady, what do you call the lady that's doing the typing over here in the corner, to make sure the transcripts is put in there. What's it? What they call? Stenographer or some shit like that. I just want to make sure our AI stenographer that's over here in the corner is making sure everything is accounted for. So you spoke kind of canted on that, but you said something. You got that?
The niggas.
He said good blacks. All right, go ahead, Jay.
So, well, I used to call myself niggas and call the good blacks the butlers.
What's the good black?
They butlers. And when you look at those good black people, they typically try to make the white man ice cold. They do what the white man say. They adopt their civilization mindset. They view stuff from a Eurocentric perspective. What put black people on the map? It wasn't them. What makes black folks so influential is the niggas. The niggas is the ones that created the attention that we have today, that the butlers and the mammy trying to take credit of. Like when we come from our rap music, they usually be the niggas that's ghetto and got a lot of pain, getting chased by police, in the prison and stuff like that. And we just we put all that into rap, basketball, the way we soup up our cars and the broken English that we got our own language, right? I think the niggas in the ghetto, we created our own identity, whereas the good blacks, they got a artificial identity that's usually predicated towards whiteness. So when we talk about this fatigue, the reason why they will get upset because they want us to act white, and since they have adopted this white way of living, they get annoyed because the white man told them that they should be annoyed to see us black folks acting like this. So in order for them to accept us, we gotta tighten up our pants, pull up our pants, change our voice, cut off our hair, take off the dreads, take off the weave, the talk educated and stuff like that. And that's how they usually walk around here and lie. The biggest lie the black people tell the white man is this: that fake ass smile that they got to put on from the time they wake up in the morning to the time they got to come back at night. Is that fake smile?
Keep going, brother.
No, ain't no keep going. We're gonna crush that. I'm sorry, sir. When you sit up here and you say the good blacks, what does that mean? Matter of fact, I'm asking you the definition. You said the butlers, right? So the butlers are the ones that cater to whom again?
Whites. When you look at, when I talk to those good butlers, they mainly, it's like they in these rooms that they brag about, right? These rooms that they so-called in, because it seems like when the white man put on their coat, they put on their shoes. And they tell us niggas that we can't go as if they leading us somewhere. Typically, the white man will lead the direction and everybody else follow, right? So when they be saying that we can't go, like, where's y'all niggas going? Like, where's y'all going for real? We know all we got to do is follow the white man like you going to do anyway. So when I think of the butlers, they usually, when you think of black folks working in the life, they never the CEO of nothing. Their job is I basically look at them like I truly believe in my heart from the education. I make fun of black men that receive all that pimping from those schools that they call it that I call indoctrination camps and stuff like that. To me, I look at it. I truly believe that the white man is the pimps and we the hoes.
Okay, so Jay, you said a lot right there. I want to make sure everybody can get an opportunity to address some of the things you said before you keep going. You got your bowl of cereal, you ready to rock. I know right now you ready. So let's go ahead on. And Niet was addressing something, so we'll let Niet continue to address some of the stuff you said, and we'll pass it around for whoever wants to speak.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna let someone else speak because I know where I want to go with this, because our people are so powerful. Don't you dare belittle them to the servants, the help. Okay? Don't you dare belittle our people to the help. And it's like when we have conversation with other races and we check our people, right? We check our people like, look, remember where you come from. Remember, we're the ones who cultivated this land. We're the innovators. We're the inventors, right? Only thing we didn't have was the system that they have, because we got folks separating, talking about the good versus the niggas. You got to understand that, where we come from. So when we have other races speaking on us, matter of fact, I don't care what they say. That ain't even part of my focus right now. I'm more concerned of our own people not understanding the fact that you want to be crowned king of your kingdom, your household. You want to be looked at as a proud, strong black man. But how are you to sit up here and talk about our people being the butlers, being the do boys? How dare you?
You want me to answer?
Go ahead.
That's what the black man and the black man always have been since we came here, because they was taught fear. I'm not finna lie to myself and say that I'm powerful. That's a lie. We don't got nothing that make us powerful. We don't got our own military. We don't have our own currency dollar bill. We don't have our own curricular system from an Afrocentric perspective. We don't have our own God. The God we worship is white man. So everything around us, yielding around us, is around Eurocentric beliefs, Eurocentric way of living. We don't have we are African American, and nothing about our lives represents African or where we come from. We get information what was told to us from everybody else but the black folks that existed by that time. And quite frankly, when you come to black folks, especially the butlers, you can't tell them nothing about history unless a white man tell them. The only black, when it comes to receiving information that I would say semen D from the white man, is they only accept education from a white man, right? So outside of that, they're gonna critique everything else. If a black man come and say that, the women don't really respect that, especially no dark-skinned black woman. So, and a lot of butlers don't respect that. So if it don't come from the white man, you could trash it. If the guy don't look like that white man, you could trash it. So I think we need to quit lying to ourselves. And as long as we live in that false identity, saying that we powerful and saying that we this and that without the results of it, like we don't create the laws, ain't nothing powerful about us. We don't compete with no other races of men. We only get money to compete with each other.
All right, hold that right there, Jay. Hold that right there. Let me go and knock off some of these comments because they on your ass. So the people in the comments on your ass, Jay. You knew that was gonna happen. So here we go. So it's Lee, what's up now? Alicia Loves Life says, we back, y'all. We back. That's right. We had some technical difficulties, but we back. She also said, Travels, you should be on this panel. And Travels, you should be on this panel. Everybody saying we back. Travels saying, I can't listen to anyone who has trouble pronouncing the word influential. Travels said he's having trouble articulating himself clearly. She said, huh? The blacks, the Negroes, the butlers. She said, huh? And then Lily also said, yeah, I'll sit this one out. I know that's right. All right, Jay. So you said a lot, bro. And I think people took some notes because I know you got more to say. But I just want to get someone else's opinion. So, ladies,
can I say this real quick?
Yeah, let me.
Yeah. Hold on. Go ahead, Jay. Knock it out real quick.
Real quick. They speak about my language. If I was Asian, Indian, and who out the bill that can barely speak English, they won't have a problem with it. We are African American. That's not our language. I shouldn't have to feel bad because I don't speak proper white. That's not my language. That's not my original tongue. I think language is very powerful. And once again, you got black folks and we are African American. So we not entitled. We ain't supposed. This is not our original tongue. This is not the language that God gave us. This is the language that our colonizers gave us. I think we need to get off the white man's tip and create our own identity.
What language you should be speaking then, and why haven't you learned it?
The stuff that represent us. We should be able to create our own. It should be a language that identify with us. To me, body language is the best, the original first language to me. Outside of body language, stuff, as long as we be able to connect and understand. We don't, the American language is not the original language for people. This language is not going to get us to heaven. Like, why are people making fun of people that, especially that's not English, speaking proper English like we supposed to? I'm getting away from all of that whiteness.
Anybody?
I'm glad my son's not listening to this. I have black sons, and I will not ever allow them to. I'm gonna let Miss Beautiful Cherie speak. How are you, honey?
I'm good. So I was listening to Jay Prince, and I thought he was kind of going with Y'all heard of the house ninja, the field ninja? So when you were talking about, the good blacks and the butler, I thought you were kind of going there when you had, back during the slavery time, you had the house ninja, right? So those were the ones who kind of catered to their master, did everything, the things that you were talking about versus those that was in the field. So I can see you to some extent when we have two separate different types of group of people talking from that perspective, if that's where you were going.
Yeah, partial of it. I think I'm thinking more on a deeper level. Like I think you would classify yourself as a black woman, right?
Correct.
And the sound of your voice right now, if we was on a date, I would leave the date immediately. I have done that before. The black woman, I tells them, stop talking all that white stuff in front of me. This is not no interview. I know the black race got to put on that lie. Every time we want to gain something, we got to put on our, hi, how you doing? My name is Jay Prince for President. Hi, how are you? How's your day today? I went to got me some Starbucks.
So you think I'm putting on the front? So you think I'm talking?
All that is a lie. That's not black folks. Black people got harmony in their voice. Black people got soul, rhythm.
Hold on. Niece, I like the body language that Niece is putting off right now. I don't know if she won't, but Niece, at any time you could chime in on it. And listen, the good thing about over here, Niece, and listen, ladies and gentlemen, this Big Niece from this live with Big Niece from TikTok. Listen, the good thing about over here on these YouTube streets and on these panels is that nothing is taken personal. Everybody is here to have a discussion where we are professional with it. At the same time, we're gonna let ourselves show. So if Jay Prince speak the way he speak, just know there's no harm, no foul when we talking. This is just how it goes over here. So
I got one more thing I want to say.
No, I was gonna pass it back to you, Lady Cherie, but I just want everybody to be comfortable. Okay, she can't take him. Go ahead. Go ahead, Cherie.
So, but on the topic, so when we were talking about, I want to get back to the black fatigue thing, right? Too. So when we're talking about we're tired of us, right? Black people tired of black people and all the things that's going on. I think it's because that's what sells, right? Ignorance is what sells. So you can have somebody over there that's doing great. You're not going to hear about that, but somebody that's ratchet and shaking their tail and doing all the crazy stuff, that's what's going to sell. That's what's going to get the most views. That's why we're out here acting and performing the way we are, because that's what sells.
I think that it should sell. You labeled it from a Eurocentric point of view, right? I think what make it stand out because it's different. It's our own identity. It's our own authenticity, and it's very transparent. And it has so much conviction to the point where you got white people across the globe in Europe trying to mimic drill rappers, trying to mimic our style. They're not trying to mimic y'all butlers, because y'all butlers trying to mimic the whites. Every time you speak, not just you in general, but the good black folks, we know who you trying to emulate. We know you trying to think you are Billy, Bob, and Thornton. Like, we know that y'all trying to emulate everybody else, the black nerds and the black mammy nerds. This is the reason why nobody recognize y'all. Not even nobody. Like, we don't even classify the nerds as part of us being black. Don't nobody want to listen to them. If I want to get a nerd or talk to a nerd, I can skip right past you, go to the white. If I want a white woman, might as well get a white woman. I don't want no black woman that's trying to talk like she white. And that's vice versa. Most black women don't want no black man trying to act white. That's an artificial. That's not original.
But you're the reason why our young men get racially profiled.
It is. We always have been, including the nerds.
Nah, your type is the reason why our young black men get racially profiled. And you talking about so you can't dig deeper? Does your mind even really get deeper?
So I agree with you. So that don't mean we have to walk around in fear because we get racially profiled. That don't mean that I got to have babies with a white woman so they get accepted to horror university better.
Do you know how long our black people suffered to try to get where we are today? and you talking about this, what you like right now? Now, I'm not talking like her at all. I'm from where I'm from, and I know what I know. No, I didn't go to Harvard. No, I didn't go to this school or this, that, and the other. But I get where you're coming from. But at the same time, you are doing the same thing that this Miss Pearly is doing. You out here talking about you on welfare because it sells. This is what black people, this is what the white people, and this is what they want to see. So you are no different than what Pearly is doing right now as far as how she's trying to run her YouTube. You doing the same thing, but your only thing is you making us look even dumber.
They always consider you as dumb. I'm not.
No, they consider you as dumb because you're doing the same thing what these white people want you to do. You selling your soul to try to get more money. She's doing what she want to do because she already got money. You ain't got shit. You out here trying to make it.
No, I got a lot. And one thing, the main thing as black folks that I have.
You got a podcast.
Hold on. Let him respond.
You got a podcast.
Yeah. No, the main people that the main thing that I have that I don't see too many black people have is a state of freedom, right? When you don't have to worry about how people think about you. When I can wake up and accept myself for who I am. I don't got to put on no fake facade and live in nobody's fear. And that didn't never like us, appreciate us in the first damn place. Black folks been emulating me and trying to black folks been trying to live up to the white man's standard for 400 years. He still don't appreciate you. So you might as well just be your damn self. So who give a care? And I'm no longer gonna listen to some women because I was raised from women in the ghetto. Single mama community. I am not gonna live in nobody's fear and submit to no white man and submit and bow down to how he see fit because you got this mindset because he set the standard. He set the narrative. You could take that standard and go to hell with gas and dog.
This is good. This is good. Hold on. Everybody just calm down. I like this. But I just want the audience. Hold on. Please do. I want everybody to understand what's taking place here. One blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman say one thing, got niggas arguing and fighting all across YouTube. This is crazy. That like what I want to say, I'm joking when I say all that, the light, the move. But what y'all got to realize is both of y'all got two different standpoints, all of us. We got different standpoints on the way that we feel about this issue. Now, here's what I want to do because I like how Niche showed up. She showed up and when I said that, because Niche didn't really want to touch this topic in the beginning. But there's something that you said, Jay, that I think that the main core audience here, which is the Niche and Niet and Cherie, that D, the link, bro, I just sent you the link. It's the last one I sent you, brother. You said wrong link. Hold on. Yeah. So I think that you might want to explain yourself, Jay, because they charging you up, right? They saying that you are the type of Negro, nigga, whatever you want to call yourself, and whatever we deem. But you mentioned separation between good and bad when it came to black folks. Does everybody on the panel, because I want to set the tone before we just start arguing points. Niet, you opened the conversation up, and D, I'm about to shoot you the link in a second, bro. Niet, you opened the conversation up with saying we need to have more grace and look out for each other. I want to ask you about that real quick to try to take the heat off Jay Prince ass because the comments I'm about to read is on them. So Niet, let me ask you this question. At what point do we hold each other accountable though? I get it with the grace. I get it with the world is beating us up. I get it with a certain demographic here in the United States is beating us up. But it ain't just one group of people. Let's just say it like that. It ain't just the white folks that got these choice words in the fields for us. Like when they flipped the word black fatigue, the phrase. When they flipped it, it's like a lot of us, a lot of them, a lot of Asian, a lot of Latinos. When do we hold each other accountable? And I'm just speaking in general. Niet, it's on you.
All right, I'm saying we need to hold each other accountable in the privacy of our homes. Stop recording it. You know, we sit up here and you see these young people out in the street, or even older people, have a conversation with them, find out how their day is going before you judging them. Everyone is going through something. So if you feel like you are emotionally intelligent, spiritually enlightened, go out here and actually do community service. When I say community service, that means tap somebody on the shoulder and give them a gift. I give people gifts every single day. I tell them how I give them a compliment. I buy lunch or something. Every single day, I'm doing something to empower and uplift my people. Not sit up here and treat them in a derogatory way. If I come across a young girl and I look, no one has taught her how to properly dress for an interview. Okay, I pull her to the side and I put my nurturing hat on as a woman, and I show her, I teach her, I enlighten her. I don't sit up there and be like, oh man, I wonder who raised these kids out here. No, that's that porch talk. That's that talk when you ain't got nothing else better going on with your life, and your mindset, your mind is set on being the separation of our people. I'm set on building and elevating. I'm set on collaborating. I'm not going to sit up here, even with Jay Prince. I understand where he's coming from. I do, but I don't agree with it. I totally don't agree with it. Talking white. What's wrong with us having education? And guess what? We do have our own Ebonic. Before we was live, guess what I was listening to? Cardi B. And guess what I'm going to do tomorrow morning? Go to my corporate job, educate some people, train some people, provide information to help them elevate in their personal and professional lives. I'm not going to sit up here and act like the problem doesn't exist, because it does exist, but I'm not going to give it a title. I'm not going to sit up here and program it and say, watch this is us. We need to have these conversations in our own home. Like when we get off of air and all of us are in our right minds, this is what we had a conversation as a community, that we go back and we bring that to our family. Like, you know what? We're not going to behave like this, but we're going to be educated like that. I understand. It's about opening doors. So what if they started off as house or butlers? They were there getting the information, and guess who they passed it to? Us. And us passed them some information too, because they had a contact with the resource to make it happen, the raw materials to make it happen. So don't ever sit up here and sleep on what our people can do and talk so harsh and so bad and so down, and to sit up here like, oh, well, we only reading in the books what they want us to know. No, we have the stories that's passed down to us. We have those stories that are passed down to us, but you're choosing, because of what you see as of today, what to believe in. And I'm gonna put that on you. That's how you think. That's how you believe. That's how you want to see your life.
I'm sorry, Niette. I no longer
else was believing like that. Not just you. Anyone else will focus on that.
I don't want to believe something what a slave done went through. The only thing a slave can teach me on how to be a slave, right? If I'm going to go to some history, I would learn from black folks before slavery. I don't want to listen to nobody that was confined and getting tortured, didn't have no balls to stand up for themselves. I respect that we got our own identity. I don't want to, I think a lot of y'all women would disagree with me, because one thing about women and the feminine nature, you're going to submit to whoever is in charge and everything that, and I had a problem with black women educating black men, black boys, because only thing they're going to teach us is what the white men want us to know. So the white man give the black woman instructions and then she pass it down to our kids. Even when the Ritalin come from the school, you are speaking from a submissive position. I don't think that don't do no black man no good service, no good deed. And all you gotta do is pay attention. Our mamas always told you, boy, you need Jesus. And I remember I told my auntie when I was young, If my Jesus don't have this nappy hair, got this mean bold face, you can throw that Jesus in the garbage. He better be dark as meat or even darker. I don't want my black men to be sitting up here trying to emulate a race that don't represent him. We the only race of men that don't got our own identity. And this is the problem, because when you think about women, men, that when the man can control the woman, he controlled that nation. Because typically men gonna do what the women is doing. So what got me so focused on depending on the white man, depending on the government, who taught me that? The women. And it got to the point where we've been so dependent on the white man till I'm afraid of not depending on a white man. I'm trying to opt out of that. I had opted out of the workforce. If I can't be myself and be who I am, I don't want to be it. And I appreciate women stop trying to guilt trip us into being these submissive men, what you gonna laugh at and make fun of and no longer respect.
All right, let me get to some of these comments real quick, Jay. Hey, hold that thought. You said a lot. Welcome to the live, D. Welcome to the live. All right, real quick, these comments. Hey, Travels to and fro said English is your first language, though. Okay. She also said it's the one you learn in school. I tells them, okay. Paris, like, what? Like, you ain't making no sense at all. Lily says, pray for my sister Niche. Paris Top Notch also says, do you know your original tongue? That's a good one. Keep that in mind. Do you know your original tongue? Hello. Laughing my motherfucking ass off. Travels to and fro say, how is he upset because we paid attention in school? Right now, good question. Travels to and fro said he's criticizing just like they do. That's what Niet hit him with. D said, yeah. D also said, take your time, young man. I'm here on my Jerry Springer shit. Paris says, Horror University is crazy. Travels to and fro said he's making no sense at all. Lily, my dog, she said this rage bait is pursuit form and don't fall for it, y'all. All right. I hope he watches this back. Points aren't connecting. This part right here. So anybody think that Jay Prince is making no sense, you can go ahead on and chime in right now. While y'all been on the panel, D just showed up, so we're gonna have him wait just a second. Niet just has some choice words for him.
Jay Prince is an entertainer. I'm gonna throw that in there. You're a master entertainer. You're very great at what you do.
Hey, hold on. I know him personally, so let me say this for Jay, and y'all can go back and research. That's what I like about these YouTube or anything that's recorded. Here's the dope part about recorded. It's history. So you can go back. This ain't just entertainment for him. He actually believed what he's saying. He actually lived what he's saying. He actually stand on it. I don't say I agree or disagree. I'm just putting it out there that if anybody want to fact check if this is real or not. For one thing, I don't do clickbait. What I do is conversations like this to bring up, not see how we ain't even talking about Pearl no more. We talking about our issues. So he thinks one way, right? Good, right, wrong, indifferent, whatever. You think one way, I think one way. That's why we got a panel. So D gonna hold on for a second. Niche is still down at the bottom, and we got Sean in here. So I'm gonna give them a second if they want to cam up or mic up and say something to them. Or Lady Cherie, take it away. If not, D gonna chime in.
I'm just stuck on the fact that you prefer ignorance over education.
So are you asking him a question, or are you gonna make some comments to what he said?
Just based off of what he was saying, even us talking proper or being educated and the things that he was just saying, about an educated woman, you prefer the ratchet and the ignorance.
I prefer us being ourselves. I think education. But what is
being ourselves? Because
hold on. You asked him a question now. Don't cut him off. That's why I think he was waiting after you asked your question. He thought you was gonna keep going. So do you want him to answer your question, or do you got some more to say to him real quick?
Go ahead.
I think education is subjective. I think the education that we've been receiving is nothing but a lie, right? I think that we've been so like a dream, like a pimp would do. The American dream, that's like pimp tactics, made to tell us that we wasn't nothing. We were slaves, basically depreciating our value to get us for cheap. And they doing a very damn good job of doing it. I think that I don't want to learn no white man's education. That ain't rewarding. We have not gained nothing from that white man education. That white man education didn't give us our own military. I don't care if we go to these HBCUs. It did not teach us to create our own military, our own laws, our own currency, our own curriculum, our own flag. We don't sit across those tables with Donald Trump fighting on what we want to see fit in our community. We don't have no type of power, even though they told us education give us power. Whether we got the secondhand hand-me-down of education, because we don't get power. But that same education for whites and other people, they got more power. So I appreciate that people to stop telling us that we need that white man education and to believe like we somebody. We don't need no white man to validate who we are. Why? In order for me to be labeled smart or intelligent, I need a white man's dick print to step on a piece of paper and say, "Oh, you smart." No, that ain't smart.
Hey, go ahead and knock out some of these comments right quick, because I think they are really coming in kind of fast. Hit this real quick. All right, here you go. That's the first one that just came in.
Is Jay a sovereign citizen? I don't know what a sovereign is. I'm just a nigga out of the ghetto from Milwaukee.
All right, so Lily says now he has a point about the curriculum in the American Dream.
I agree with you with that one.
All right, Travels to and Fro says, is he more? All right, so are you a more, Jay?
On my father's side, we are Gullah Geechees. The people that literally physically fought. That's what I believe in. That's part of why I have the mindset that I do. I'd rather challenge everything that they have given me. I'm not going to sit up there and swallow all that pimp juice and just to become educated.
All right, so by being a Gullah Geechee, your people came up through the ports of Charleston, South Carolina, or New Orleans, or something like that?
Yeah, New Orleans. I got pictures of my grandmama, their parents, my grandmama and my granddaddy. Their parents was slaves.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so anybody on the panel before D go? Lady Cherie, you was asking him a question. I thought you maybe had some more comments that you wanted to speak on.
So I just got one more thing to say. So, but you're going to live off the white man, right? Because you said you were on welfare or you receive food stamps or benefits.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do want to live off the white man. I do want to live off the white man, and I'm going to continue to milk the white man just like he milked the black men slaves. He watched us build this land and milked the black man to build his land, his infrastructure. And he also slaved the black man in the black military, and they didn't get no credit. None of this stuff was built. We don't get, when you look at the natives, Indians, they get a percentage in casinos and stuff like that, right? But y'all don't think that we should get a percentage when it comes to cotton? We done been picking it for 400 years. We on least get 50% off. We don't get no respect. I'm trying to tell us and make us acquiesce and to put a smile on a big white zaddy face. No, that's the woman's job. You do that. You please him. That's your job to submit to him. That's not no black man's job to submit to no damn white man. Now, if you gonna be on a black man's program, or you gonna take your ass over there on the white man's side, but don't sit up here and try to force us to be something that we ain't. Well, I am a nigga, and I'm gonna stay like that to the day I die.
All right, what can you teach me about longevity?
I can teach you how to be yourself. The purpose of being yourself, the end goal is to get a state of freedom in your mind. Okay. And one way to have that freedom is to be authentically you, Be honest, work from within, practice, don't even focus on money, enriching your own side within yourself. That's the only how you will feel so liberated.
Okay.
Trying to go out there and tell a lie every damn day, you are not liberated.
All right.
You are in prison.
I get that. I get that part, right? But we're in this land. We live on this land. Can you teach me how to cultivate our land so that we can be wealthy in our part of the land, if that's what you choose? So say if we want to take the West Coast, can you teach me as a Black man with your mindset how to go and take the territory of Milwaukee and make it for us? Can you show me that?
Yeah. So the quick recipe to that is value your fertility while you have it, right? So reproducing yourself, and stop allowing them white men to tell you that you need to be making 100,000, 6 figures a year to be able to reproduce a child. You done lost your damn mind. So we need numbers. Numbers is in the wealth is inside the kids, because the kids, sex and kids is the future.
No, I need a safe space.
Without kids, there's no tomorrow.
I need a safe space. I'm gonna tell you that as a Black woman, we need a safe space. We need security, guidance.
So are you saying that the white man give you that safe space?
I need a safe space. So if you're saying we don't need their education, we don't need nothing that they're handing it to us, how are you going to help produce and protect and secure what we have to have as a people?
We have to grow into that, because for so many years we have been deprogrammed and reprogrammed into something that we originally not. So of course we ain't gonna be able to just drop this and go into another Sun and Bundle or the Supreme Good. So that's gonna take time, because we've been practicing a lot. But I would say we don't have to continue practicing something that's hurting us. Just because we probably don't got the answers at this moment from the Black side, that don't mean we got to continue to practice stuff that's hurting us today.
Do you believe this right here? Do you believe the statement right here? Everyone is either an example of what to never become or what to follow.
I don't know what you just said right now.
Okay.
Say it
that
again.
Don't mean or something. You can unpack it.
Every person that you encounter is either an example of what to never become or an example of what to follow.
Yeah, so basically people would say, I will be something not become, and you are the example to follow. That's technically what you're saying.
No, I'm saying not just us two. I'm saying
in general. Yeah.
If you're talking about what they have, you don't think we can take pieces of what they have or what any other nation has, and then take those little things that would work for us and create a land that we can thrive in?
Yes, but here's my point. All our lives, black folks and white folks, even though they can share the same space, have the same amount of income, same struggles, we live in this world from two different angles. Black folks live in this world from survival mode. White people live in this life from entitlement, meaning that they feel entitled to power. They feel entitled to this, having things, and being the face of success, the face of love, the face of education, the face of leading us niggas out of ignorance. And when comes to black
folks, real quick, hold on, Nia. We're gonna get some other people in here real quick. We got D Awesome One, and we got Sean that pulled up to the panel as well. All right, so I'm gonna open it up, man, for Sean and D. Anything y'all want to add to the panel? But before y'all go, hold on, Nia. Don't unmute your mic, because I'm gonna let you get the last words to what you were just saying before we pass the mic. We're gonna run this here well and smooth. I love this because this is opening up a dialogue. Jay Prince literally believed what he's saying. I know Niet personally as well, so she definitely believes her rebuttals. But Niet, finish up your statement, what you have for Jay, and then we're gonna pass it. D, the vice president, so he's gonna wait last. We'll pass it to Sean, then D will go. Go ahead.
I'm just saying that the mindset that you're having, your focus is in the wrong place. I'm asking you about building our people, cultivating our land, our people, our place, right? And you keep going back to what we don't have, the miseducation of who we're not. The part I'm trying to get you to focus on is building us as a people. What can we do to build us as a people? Sometimes you have to sit in a room to find out what us do not have, what we're not being privileged to. And when you find that out, we come back to us and discuss what we can do to build it. But you're focused on what we don't have and who we're supposed to be, who we're not, and talking da da da. No, that's not the focus, and that's the problem. The problem is you're still entertaining something where they created an enemy that's not. They're not the enemy. They're not. Matter of fact, that culture is not even our focus. That shouldn't be the focus. The focus should be, if you have daughters, if you have sons, what do you want them to amount to? Or do you want them to feel robbed? Do you want them to feel like someone is always taking something from them? And that's going to be a trauma that they're going to continue to live until the freedom that you're talking about. Now, the freedom that you're talking about starts here, not with what someone physically supposed to have taken from you. And if you are a dad, a father, a mother, and you're telling these kids that, oh, they want us to be a certain way. We can't have this because they got all of it. You know, that makes us look underprivileged. And that's not true. That's very, very untrue.
So to answer your question, I think that the first thing we need to be on one accord before we start talking about building anything. We need to deprogram everything, all of that unsubstantiated, what we call education from our minds. None of that stuff got facts nor evidence. It's all been regurgitating bullshit. We need to get rid of that, get on one accord. And another thing we have to do is create our own culture before, and then thirdly, before we think about building anything that can prosper, that has value, we need to build our own military. And having our own military, that's going to protect whatever we decide to build. According to Black Wall Street, them niggas didn't have their own military. It's just like being in the streets. Before you sell dope on this block, these people got to know that if you play with them, you're going to get dealt with. And that's how the mindset we need to be moving in. I think that Black men don't have that warrior mindset because he was raised from a sweet, soft, feminine woman. And they taught us to be safe. They taught us to fear death when we're going to die any damn way. So at some point, we need our own military. We need to stop listening to women, and we need to become our own. We got to swallow that fear to build our own manhood. Because guess what? Them same women telling us to be safe and woo out the bam, they laughing at us talking about the white man is the man that's kicking your ass. And guess what the white men did? We need to practice what white men doing. They are the rulers right now. We need to find out how did they get to that point. And then we try to emulate that far as like taking over other countries, going out there taking a risk, what a man's supposed to do. We the only man in the world is not moving like a man. We moving like a woman, being safe. Oh, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to do this. I'm going to school, get my education, woo out the bam. We the only man is moving like a woman. That's laughable. Us Black men, we need to be moving like the rest of the men, even if we lose.
All right, man. We're gonna let Sean jump in here. D is here, and I love Niche faces. Hey, look. Hey, Sean, go ahead on tap in, bro. Hey, Jay Prince, this is Sean. Sean, this is Jay Prince.
What's up, Sean?
What's up? So I'm going to have to ride the fence on this one. for the simple fact you need education to get places in life, to get in the doors, to be with certain groups of people. But you do need to have that killer mentality that Jay Prince is talking about to want to be great. The only problem is in America, yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you are black, white, whoever. Once the government put their thumb on you, it's over. So you could try to be a revolutionary person, but yeah, once the government put they thumb on you, yeah, they taking you out, and it does not matter if you have that killer mentality, or I'm gonna be the man, I'm gonna make my own army, I'm gonna create my own schools, I'm gonna make my own hospitals, and blah blah blah. They want you under the thumb. All Americans are slaves to the government, so it doesn't matter who you are, black, white, or whoever. So unless you are part of those special families everybody know about, it don't really matter what you say or how you feel or how you think. You're gonna go to work, you're gonna go home, you're gonna pay bills, you're gonna get old, and you're gonna die. And Jay Prince is with Jay Prince. If you want to collect government assistance, hey, he ain't the only one. And if you could get free money and still do what you want and still be able to do your social media thing and get funds, do what you got to do. I mean, everybody basically doing the same thing anyway. We go to work, we party, we drink on the weekend, and then we go back to work. It's just what type of work you doing. He's still working for somebody, even if he collecting government assistance. So,
and you're absolutely right on a lot of stuff. If I just feel like if we're gonna live our lives like a bitch, I might as well go all the way out. So one thing I will not do is take pride in working in another white man's empire to constantly strengthen that man's foot on our necks. This is why I'm sorry, ladies, but I don't listen to what I no longer listen to what women tell me. I really believe that y'all misdirected us. This is the reason why we're in the position that we are in first place. Right? I never listen to another woman again to tell me how to be a man, something that she never was. I don't understand why the best
Listen to
interest.
these women right. Listen to these women right here. It says travels to and fro say, so you're submissive to the white man's welfare. And
Yes.
then Travels says you're not free if you're dependent on welfare. Clear, what's up with you now? Hey, appreciate you stopping by, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We live. We got Jay Prince from the president here from the Black House. We salute. And Lily said, can't lie, he making a lot of valid points though. Clear says, yes, talk sis. She talking to Nia, I believe. And Travels to and fro says that wasn't the question she asked. This is why comprehension is important. Lily said Nia is on point. Travels to and fro say, can we let the other men on the panel speak? Paris Top Knot says, yeah, I want to hear from the other men. Lord have mercy. Clear says, is that the education she was talking about? He said, talk to the white men to be educated to do what they are doing. Clear says, is he mad with his mother? Brittany says, hey, what's up, Miss Hayes? Brittany says, where does that come from? Who led you in the wrong direction? You have to take accountability on who is listening, who you listening to, and why. All right. So Sean spoke. D, what's up, man? You pulled up to the panel. I know you've been sitting patiently, bro. What you got to say on some of this stuff here?
Well, as a software engineer, I deal with this one particular language called JavaScript, right? And JavaScript is pretty much a language that you talk to the machine, and you have to really be patient to gather the nonsensical but very logical in reverse position of this interacting with this inanimate object. And what I've come to find out is that same patience is required when interacting with my people. We speaking in codes and I don't even really be understanding a lot of shit, be running the same vibrational wave, but it's my emotional stance that you need to take heed to, because I'm coming with this passion and yet you're coming with this passion, and I'm confusing your passion with aggression and I'm confusing your passion with aggression. So it looks like we're here, but when in fact we're actually here.
Yep,
But if
because
we
the
actually take
conversation
the
started.
we actually take the step back, digress a little bit, open up the ears a little bit, open up the mind a little bit. You understand everybody in here has pretty much made some valid points. But to the topic at hand. I'm about to really fuck shit up. One, for a fact, I'm particularly really pissed off because Kevin Samuels set his good innocent black ass up here for years before he even spoke to a woman, talking to us men, giving us the harsh reality of life. And a woman came and thought that she was going to have a nonsensical position and talking to somebody that deals in corporate America and wanted to get this particular type of thing without having to apply any method of good common sense. And she got that work. Now here it is, you got Pearl sat up here and went on her soapbox. I'm an avid Twitter user. I'm an avid Blue Sky user. I'm an avid YouTuber. I'm an avid Facebook user. I ain't see now rant, now rave. Nobody upset. Nobody said protect the black woman from this woman. Nothing. And she said some vile shit. I sent my bro another clip today. White chick titled it, "This is why they want us. Cause you do this. Where the fuck you at? Why you fucking talk like this? What's going on with you? Da 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 da." And then here's me. Well, where you at? Oh, okay. You with your friend? That's good. You hungry? Want something? And I'm like, where's the anger? Where's the upset? Because they're saying some stuff that these men have said, and I'm thinking what it is because, a lot of times is people only really act out with those at things that are familiar to them. See, being a black man, I'm not allowed to say certain things because I'm familiar. But if I wasn't, I can run them up. I could talk all the shit I want in a certain way, use a certain tone, use certain verbiage. I won't hear shit about how it's said. I won't hear shit about what is said. But I can verbally abuse you. No problem. But again, we don't take the time to remove the emotions of a lot of shit that's actually said. Kendra G has came full frontal and she is giving women a business. April Mason stopped working with black women because she came in and said the very same thing that Kevin Samuel said one time, which was smile. And they went the fuck off on her. And she said, you know what? This is it. But yet, Pearl can sit here and run your good chocolate ass skin into the ground. Ain't nobody threatening to beat her up. Nobody made no long ass TikTok rants. So I'm trying to figure out, why do we go from the topic at hand to really joust one another? Because we're too
Hey,
comfortable with the familiar.
let's let the audience. I got you, bro. I don't mean to cut you off,
Yo,
but
you good.
I want everybody to get a full circle. We do have the clip that's back up that stopped earlier. We're gonna play two of them real quick. So the one that D was talking about when he said the lady called in or made a skit. This is the one he was talking about right here, y'all. Tell me what y'all think. One in already. Hold on.
Where you at? Oh. Hey, where was you at? Why wasn't you? You didn't answer your phone. I don't care what you gotta say. Hey, where you at? Oh. Traffic do be crazy at this time, for real. You hungry? Well, I made spaghetti, but if you want that, I can make that. We could just have double. Okay, baby, I'll see you soon. Love you. Can't wait to see you. That's why they like us.
That's why they like us. I have pointed out plenty of times, and Niet is really big on saying things and watch what you do and this, that, and the third. 8% of black men are married outside their race. That means that 92% of good black men running around here of all different types of hues of black. %92. But for some good damn self-observed reason, either too light, too dark, brown skin, but not the brown skin I want. You make 80K, but I really want you to make 150K while I only make 55K. You 6'2", but it'd be nicer if you was 6'4". Meanwhile, you 4'11". And I'm wondering, what is this fucking issue that's going on? Bro, I literally sat in a fucking Walmart and seen a black dwarf. And I seen these average sized children. They were very handsome boys. It was 4 of them. Bro, I'm 5'10". This woman turns around. I'm talking to this guy, just chopping it up with him. And I'm figured, if they were family. I didn't know to what magnitude. And I said, man, these some handsome boys. He said, those are my sons. I said, oh man, that's wonderful. Now I'm interested because obviously I can see that they're not fully all black. And this 5'9" woman turns and greets me and introduces herself as this man's wife. This is a black 4'8" man's wife. And I can't help but to think that, why wasn't he good enough for our sisters?
What if he didn't choose a sister?
No. Why wasn't he good enough? See, we keep trying to run around this scapegoat shit and not try to take accountability for what we do, because black men do it too.
They hold us to a white man standard.
So again, we keep talking about being pro-black and this, that, and the third and all that shit. Niggas want everything, but ain't positioned for nothing. And we talking mentally. Yet talked about cultivating land. Well, one of the things I know that ain't gonna get me to the Black Caucus meet, because I talked about that shit. Niggas has actually been proven to be natives to this land. Hello, education. So the very land that you very want, you don't even know how to fucking use it. You don't know what type of grass that comes out of it. You don't know what type of trees come out of it. You don't know what type of fruit you're looking at. It look like a pear, don't smell like one. Fuck around and hold that bitch too long, you fuck around and get poisoned. So you need education, and it doesn't always come from the classroom. Let's start right there, because I do agree with things you both said. You both had valid points as I started off this thing to begin with. But again, it all came back to the very thing of we diverted from the very thing that was coming at us to go at each other. You're saying a lot of nothing with that mute. I need you to unmute.
I had unmuted. So I was saying, this is why we talk to our people. When they're saying whatever they're saying on the rant, okay, cool. They don't know us like we know us. So that's why it's not a rant. It is a conversation with our people. That's where the focus is. I don't care what the other races are saying. I don't care. I'm not going to tune in and listen to you talk about people that you're not. It's just like,
but you very well do care,
like
because
us.
you sit there and told him and made a suggestion that he sit in those rooms. So you do care what they're saying.
No. It's not about that. It's about, okay, you said suggestion, go into the room. Okay, go into the room, get the information that you need to get, and get out. That is what most people do. The same thing, talk about moving strategically. You got to get the
information doesn't
if
come
you
that
don't
swimmingly.
have it.
Yeah, but it doesn't come that swimming. We gotta stop that, because there's a process.
Okay, let me tell you.
I want somebody to make a point, because
the
it seems like we're
information
just doing this.
the information has been taken. Okay,
it's going into the room. Is going into the room worried about what they think and say.
No, it's say if the vault is in the room. Okay, the vault is in the room. We need to be who we need to be to get into that room, to get into the vault, to get the information that we need to build what we need to build.
Okay, let me ask you something about what you just said, so the audience that's watching can get some sort of sense of what we talking about and where we going. So you said if the vault is in the room, we need to do whatever.
Almost whatever.
Okay. So
almost whatever.
If the vault is in the room, we need to do almost whatever.
But don't forget where you come from.
If the vault is in, I'm gonna let you say it, so then I can ask you a question to that.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead and say it again. So
don't
everybody
forget where you come from, but do what you need to do to get the information that you need to get.
Okay. So do whatever you need to do to get the information you need to get. But then you add it on at the end, so we can take that, go back and build on it.
Yeah, because we're the ones who put a lot of information in there.
Okay, so do you think a lot of us, as a people, as a whole, got educated, went into the room, got our vault, got the vault?
No.
No. So you thinking that? Hold on. Wait a minute. It's a lot of people that's highly. So what vault are you talking about?
I think what happened?
You cannot answer my question if I ain't ask it.
Okay.
So what vault are you talking about? I need clarity so the audience can get clarity. I don't mean to raise my voice, but y'all keep cutting each other off. And I between when D stopped talking, you started, and y'all were going back and forth, I don't know what the fuck y'all were talking about. Okay. So like, I'm just trying to get an understanding. So when you say vault, what do you mean?
The information that we originally provided as the inventors, innovators, cultivators of this land. Okay. That has not been really passed down to our people like it should have been.
That don't make no sense to me.
It makes a lot of sense.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why it don't make no sense to me what you just said. It makes some sense what you're trying to say. Okay. But what you said is the vault that we provided. Mm-hmm. So why would we have to go in there and get the vault if we already know this information?
Because they took the stuff. Because Because yes, it's in there.
Let me read some comments real quick. Then I'm gonna pass it back to you. No, I'm gonna pass it back to you. I just need to get these comments out the way. Okay. And you can go on and address D, but I want to make sure y'all in the comments let me know if y'all got a heads and tail to what's going on right now. So Travel says, who is Pearl? And then Lily answered, of course, it's the white lady who talks like a lot of shit on YouTube. Nine Leather said Jay Prince made some valid points. Clear says, meanwhile, she is plotting to take all he has because she is keeping notation of all the things that hurt her. Okay. Travels to and fro says it's the minority that gets the attention. It's not real life. Everyone is arguing about niche. Okay. Look.
All right, he didn't choose a sister.
See, I mean, the comments are coming in. I appreciate y'all helping me. Lily says, yeah, nah, that's a whole assumption. Did you ask him how he ended up with the white woman? And he says, last time I checked, the man chooses a wife.
Yep.
Nine says, Jay Prince bringing that heat. Brittany says, sometimes there are men who black women wouldn't date, but some men hate themselves or their mothers, so they won't date black women. Okay, so that's fact. It's situation.
That's fact.
All right,
that's fact.
That's fact.
That was fact.
Clear
That was
said,
factual as fuck.
That was. Clear says she can't take being cut off. I know. Tell me about it. To open the vault, get the information, make it yours. Okay, we're gonna stop right there. We got a few more after that, but this is where we were. Now, when y'all said vault, you said the information that we contributed or we provided.
Yes.
And then I said, why would we have to go and get that? And you said because they took it from us.
Yes.
Okay. So they only hold the vault that we need to do whatever you talking about build together right now.
I'm not saying that they hold the whole vault, but using it as an example.
I know, but I mean,
using it as an example. So when they talk about like our history being rewritten, there's a lot of stuff that we've been a part of as black people that's not being passed down to our children.
I agree with everything you said. I just want to make sure the audience was aware.
But this the part what I'm saying is the information, the creation, the innovation that we created, they know the value of it because it's been passed down to their children's children, and they're still using it to this day. So when you go in there, you have this conversation with educated people, according to them. Take what you need to take, apply it to where you need to apply it to, and discard the rest. Never forget where you come from. But
Facts.
you
That's
you
what she
gotta
said
be
right there. We lost what we once knew.
right. Exactly.
Facts.
Exactly.
Okay, I agree with that. Now, but you're trying to tell me, and this is the part where before I pass it along the panel, I just want to make sure I'm clear. We lost what we once knew.
Mm-hmm.
But do we have to go into, and I'm not discrediting anything that nobody said on this panel, but do we have to go into their vault to get the information that that what you say was stolen, taken, beaten, just pillaged? They just took it all from us, right?
Yeah.
So this panel right here, I'm gonna use as a sample size, not personally, but as an example. So you trying to tell me between the 7 of us on this panel right now, we don't have the mindset, the experience, the knowledge of our history, and things that we can start implementing. Some of the stuff that they're saying in the chat, and I'm glad they start showing up saying it, that Jay Prince made a lot of hella good points. When he was talking about some of the stuff that we need to do together, I think that's what they were saying. He made a lot of good points. So how is it that we got to go into their vault? I'm gonna let you land your plane on the vault thing and how they took it and what we could do with it. But I just want to make it clear that you're basically saying, from my understanding, that we don't have what it takes unless we get it from them right now.
No, I'm definitely not saying that. I ain't never said we ain't have what it takes. We always have what it takes. The thing is where the information is, though. I'm not saying we got to walk into every last single room. I'm not saying that at all. At all. But if we got to, we need to send somebody in there to get it.
The information used to be on the couch or on the rocking chair.
Exactly. Where did it come from, though? It came from when the
information used to be in the recliner and in the rocking chair, grandpa and grandma.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't where we getting information from, because we didn't. I mean, of course, education is different from information. So, like, I want to make that clear. So, the information I'm talking about is what Jay Prince was talking about earlier when he said that we need to gather our resources and build our own. that information was coming from the couch and the rocket chair, because you used to be able to go in there and sit beside grandma or granddad, and they used to drop those gems and that wisdom on you. That ain't the vault you talking about, is it?
That's part of the vault, because guess where they spent most of their time at?
Where?
Working for them. That's what the conversations were. They weren't home. They weren't home and being passed down to who it needed to be passed down to. They wasn't writing it down in journals like they used to. That stuff ain't passed down like it used to be passed down.
My grandma and them, her whole generation of her female friends and in our community, almost all the women was at the crib.
You can't sit up here and say that the information was passed down if you got our people out here acting ignorant. You can't say that. You can't say that.
No. She made a good point right here, Nia. I think you're losing yourself. She made a good point, and you said it first, that we lost what we once knew.
Correct.
But what I'm saying is, the information used to come from grandma and grandfather, or great grandma and great grandfather, because I had a chance to witness mine as they were living up to in their hundreds, right? 104 and like 108 or something like that when they passed away. So it used to come from there. So now that it's not coming from there, why is that? Why is that though?
Because they spend so much time working.
Why is that?
I'm
with you, but why is that?
Because the resources that they need to have was took away from them.
I disagree, and then I'm gonna pass the mic. I disagree. The reason why I disagree is because with my grandfather and grandmother, I'm just using one example, my personal example, and I tend to don't do this, get it personal, but I'm gonna use it because it's the only example I can reach out to close enough. My grandma and grandfather was in an economy that was balanced the same way as this one. Actually, it was actually worse back then because they was having shortages of everything. Like they had Tuesdays and Thursdays when if your last four of your license plate ended with this, you got gas only on Tuesdays and Thursdays because there was a shortage. So their economy was the same. I think, and I'm gonna interject my opinion. I think that we demand so much out of life and society right now is that we're outpacing our income. So when you say that two parents got to work, I think that's an absolute choice right nowadays. I don't think two parents had to work. I think two parents had to work is you're trying to have a $200,000-$300,000 house. Every car in your driveway got letters and numbers on. I'm gonna pass the mic back to you. And I think that's the way, because a two-parent household right now with 2 or 3 children can easily go into, and this is how I was raised, because I was raised in a small 3-bedroom house with about 8 people in it. 4 kids, 4 adults, and it was a 3-bedroom house. So that's just one example. I'm from the country. But right now, I think that a 2-bedroom apartment or a 3-bedroom apartment or a small house, not a tiny house, but a small house, could very, very well house a mom, a dad, 3 or 4 kids. Because when I was raised up, one bunk bed was on the other side of the room, another bunk bed was on this side of the room. That's 4 kids that you don't have to get 4 different rooms for, that 4 kids shared one room. Go ahead, Niet, and I'm gonna bring some more people up. We got C the Gemini up in the building. Hey, C, cam up for me real quick so we know it's you.
I'm saying, you don't think that people are living like that right now?
Hell no.
Hell no.
I work in an economy where people are living like that right now.
How many?
They're living like that right now, and they're barely surviving off of one person working because of their skill set and in the place that they live.
You didn't hear what he said.
What did he say then that I missed about the
so
living?
The dynamic is living below your means.
Living below your means, correct?
Right. So therefore, hold on. The economy is always going to be what it's going to be.
Exactly.
Right? So he laid out a perfect example as into why shit was much more strained then, because the thing was the time frame of gas shortage, food shortage. I'll give you an example from me and my. Hold on. I'll give you the example from my great grandfather. I went to his house. We lost the playoff football game. I stayed out till 3 o'clock in the morning. I just knew I was going to be in trouble, and I pulled all these guns off this old man. All right. Now I come in at 3 something in the morning. I got my Letterman jacket in my left hand. I got a banana in my right hand. My grandfather says, "Baby, what you got there?" I said, "Oh, granddaddy, this is my Letterman jacket. Every time I do something good, I get a patch for it, right? Trying to get past this stuff because I think I'm in trouble." He said, "No, baby, that in your right hand." I said, "Oh, grand, it's a banana." He said, "Baby, where you get a banana from in the middle of December?" Fucked me up. So it was right, because we had a banana tree in our backyard. There was no bananas available in December. So the time frames then was much more strenuous because you had to live in a more authentic world. Your food wasn't incubated. So situations is now, because people are going after their want so often, that why 2 bunk beds in a room doesn't fit somebody's mindset, because I gotta look like I have this. I have to give this perception that I have this. Instead of just saying, listen, let me dummy it down and do this.
I work in economic development. These people pull out their bills to me and their paychecks to me, and where they live in the breaches of poverty.
And do they pull out their?
So that's why I'm
do they
giving
pull
you
out
the
their
examples.
beautician? Do they pull out their beautician receipts? Do
They pull out
their
their.
barber
They
receipts?
have to
Do
show.
they pull out their
They show me
grocery
their bank
receipts?
statements.
Do they,
Yes.
I understand all that.
They show me their bank statements. So I'm coming from a place where I know when people are really struggling. They really.
But bank statements doesn't show all your purchases. You know that.
You know
that as a financial advisor. You know that as a financial advisor, your bank statements does not show your entire life. It does not show your lifestyle.
Y'all.
It will show. It will show.
So you trying to tell
Stop
me?
that, Nia. Stop that, because doing what you're doing. I know. I got this one. I got this one.
Hold on. Man, you don't have plenty conversations. We're both in the same field outside of the one that you do for a job. We're in finance.
Yes.
So you and I done had extensive conversations to where we both agreed that we as a people are squandering up down. I swear to God, if you sit up here on this panel and act like you ain't said and agreed that we're overspending,
yes,
that we're buying things that mean us no good just to keep up with the Joneses, that we're not shopping with our resources and doing it from a standpoint to where it makes sense versus having too much of the abundance. Anytime somebody got to throw away food, you got too much of an abundance. So let's get that straight right now. So you've said that before,
yes.
Nia.
Yes,
so
I have.
How right now?
That's not everyone.
Huh?
That's not everyone.
I didn't say everyone.
But that's what I'm sitting up here saying.
But this is the problem that Kevin had on his panels, is that when we start talking general, the first thing that somebody want to say is not all. Nobody ever said all.
I'm sitting up. This is my point right here, is that our people are still struggling, regardless of the ones who decide that they want to have. Okay, why do you think they spending money on trying to look the part?
Because they fucking making bullshit decisions.
Exactly. They're struggling. Struggling doesn't.
No, you're not struggling. You're fucking mentally fucking shit up. You're not struggling. You're not fucked up like that. Stop that. We're not finna scapegoat this shit. No, Nia, we're not doing that. Not today. I'm sorry. If you sit up here and you go get this goddamn $2,000 a month fucking car note,
because they're misinformed, they think that's their only option.
Okay, we're not finna keep making excuses either.
We're not going to make excuses.
You got this $2,000 a month fucking car note, right?
Every single day.
All right, hold on.
You got this $2,000 car note, right?
Yep.
What you need a car for? Transportation. So you telling me a goddamn $400 car note wasn't good enough?
Somebody's selling them that because they do not have the credit. They don't make the income, obviously.
Oh my God!
And then there we go. They're going to give them that, and they feel like that's all they can afford to have.
I see what type of time you on tonight, Nia. This is good.
But I'm not saying that they don't have this stuff.
Listen,
they have it.
Let's get some more people in here.
They
real
have
quick.
it.
We're gonna pass it to Lady Cherie, and then Jay Prince. If Sean and Niche want to pop back in, they can. I appreciate them hanging tight and listen to us go back and forth. But I wanted to put some stuff in there because y'all was going back and forth on the same. I think y'all was almost saying the same thing. The difference was
Hell
is
no.
that people was running. Hold on, people was running from the actual question. So the question was, Jay Prince, I'm gonna turn to you. I'm sorry, Lady Cherie, I'm gonna turn to you real quick. So when it comes down to resources in today's climate, do you think people are overspending to compensate for some stuff? Meaning they're taking their resources and outpacing their income with their lifestyle? Or do you think, like Niet said, there's a lot of people who are condensed down, doing the best they can below their means?
I think that people are probably overspending beyond their means, and I think it's because of what we see on social media. We're trying to keep up with the Jones and what everybody else have going on. So I would say people are probably out here overspending beyond their means, trying to keep up with everyone else. But I would also say one of the things is that we have to hold each other accountable for our actions. And it's hard to do that because even listening to D and Niet, there's two different opinions, right? So we're divided. We're divided, and it's like we are always going to be divided. There's always going to be this group who believes this and this group that believes that. How are we going to be able to come together with the same mindset if our values and morals is different?
You don't. Everybody can't go. That's the whole point. Everybody can't get on the goddamn ship. Everything has a occupancy, a capacity level. If only goddamn 20 people can get on the elevator, why is niggas trying to stretch the door for 30? See, that's the whole fucking point right there. At that point, where we sit up here and deliberately being dismissive and being disingenuous with intent to say, oh, no, everybody is living within their means and this, that, and the third. No, there may be a select few of people who are genuinely struggling to that point. But here's the situation, no, not to say everybody. I'm saying we're not going to pretend of that nature.
You use the words everybody, but I know what you mean.
So the situation is this. Let's go factual. Not even 90% of Americans have an ancillary $1,000 set aside for emergency.
No, it's 500 actually, but I know what you mean. It's actually 500.
Right.
The average household in America, the average. We ain't talking about the above or way, way below. We're talking about average. Average household is $500 away from bankruptcy. At the wrong time, a wrong incident come up, and if don't nobody believe me out there in the YouTube streets, go and look it up. The average household can't put their hands on $500 at any given time. So go ahead, D.
Now, so I was talking about just an ancillary emergency $1,000 just sitting there, right? Because you can get to 500 before you can get to 1,000. So the thing is this. The times of our ancestors where we hear them say, damn, I didn't know we were poor. You don't hear that now. You have people who clearly will tell you, I am poor. But yet, this motherfucker got on a goddamn real Gucci jacket. Does that make sense? Why you got a real Gucci jacket on and you didn't steal it? That's $1,000+ gone right there. That either you bought it on layaway over time, you set aside for it to go get it. And then once you got that jacket, that was it. We keep misappropriating shit day in and day out. And this is our people. Education is important, but education just don't come from the fucking classroom.
Right.
So once we get past that shit, then we come to the notion of, hey, we really don't need a particular group of people to thrive. Because when we talk about those particular neighborhoods that were thriving, go look at the businesses that they were dealing with. We don't even know that we were here in year 100. Oh, what the fuck you say, D? No, don't take my word. Stay the fuck up. Go down a rabbit hole and start doing some goddamn studying. Don't just take one fucking source, take multiple sources and come to a consensus level understanding across the board where they're saying genuinely the same exact thing, but from different ways. So when we talk about doing research, we don't know how to do that properly. We go with the thing that feels good so we can come back and talk about something real quick.
And let me jump on some of these comments real quick, and then I'll say that. Let me say this before I jump on the comments. Check this out. You know how they out traveling. Everybody got this travel thing. Like, we live in our life, right? When you see the majority of people, the reason why there's a lot of group trips, like I know some guys, I'm gonna put it on the guys, because when I speak group trips, everybody first think I'm talking about the ladies. No, I just talk about guys. I know some guys taking group trips. And it's at cheap places. Like Winnie was just talking about like Colombia and stuff like that. When I see a whole bunch of people having to pitch in to go to Aruba or Colombia or anywhere like that, that I know then your ass should not be there. If you can't go without 5 of your friends, the economy is letting you know that ain't the move for you right now. I'll tell you another reason why we're squandering ourselves away and living above our means. There's 2 points that I always wanted to say on YouTube and on camera. One, I can't stand when people renting goddamn cars for their kids for prom.
Nigga.
That shit right there boils my skin. You already setting them up. They didn't take what that motherfucker said. Plymouth Rock. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. And the reason why you making that statement is because we're our own downfall. You listen, your 18-year-old kid, and you didn't even tell them when they was like 12 that this ain't your life, this is my lifestyle. At 18, the average person, and I don't care about everybody else, I talk about us. At 18, the average black person don't even tell their kid, I'm sorry, but in 2 years, shit gonna be different from you if you get up out my house. You're gonna eat different, you're gonna sleep different, you're gonna drink different, you're gonna drive different. But then at prom, they renting goddamn Phantoms for these motherfuckers. When that motherfucker ain't never, and look, and got all the whole hood out taking pictures, and smoke coming out of the house door, rolling down the red carpet that's in the driveway of somebody else's house that we renting. We got to cut this stuff out. Our grace is one thing. I give a lot of grace to us. But at some point, we got to hold each other accountable and speak the truth. Go ahead, Lady Cherie. Anybody?
I was looking at the comments, what Life with Niche just said.
Don't do that. I'll put up the comments. Go ahead and roll with your thought, because you read the comments, it's going to get you sidetracked from what I just said. People are out here passing down the corruption that Niet spoke about earlier. Because if you say that they took the information from us, and the young lady made a great point when she said, we lost what we once knew. So if that's the case, hold on, stop the press. So you telling me that parents out here right now, the ones I just spoke about, that's renting goddamn, I ain't even gonna go with Phantoms. Let's go with just rent any damn thing. It ain't your car. So you basically brainwashing your kids to believe that this shit is stunting. Then you can just see it. And I'm looking and I'm like, okay, now I get it. Everybody dress up nice, they renting tux. That's okay. I don't even see that as but all that other shit, right? Where they went from gender reveals in driveways to gender reveals on a goddamn spaceship. Like, that's the wide range of bullshit that's passed down from people to people. Like, we just the most creative people with according to y'all, with the least resources. But we spend the most on shit trying to be more and do more.
It's the type of resources that we're not privileging ourselves to. Like, we know how to make money. We know how to create things. But we're not the owners of the raw material a lot of the time.
I swear to God, we make the most excuses for us to.
I ain't trying to make no excuse. So what I am saying is, people deserve to celebrate. I am going to say that they deserve to celebrate, but celebrating, way above your means about it like that. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree.
Celebrate within your means.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey said this. It was the coldest shit ever, bro. Jim Carrey said, if you're not willing to sacrifice one fucking year for the life you want, you shouldn't say shit about anything.
And the old man told me one time when he seen all of us always drinking and smoking and partying every freaking weekend. And this old man told me one time, he said, what are y'all doing Friday through Sunday? You clubbing. And I'm talking about we was like 2019, 2021, all that good stuff. He said, what the fuck are you celebrating? I haven't seen none of y'all succeed at shit. So I got what you meant celebrate with the prom, but Friday to Sunday, we celebrate every weekend. And if you add up 6 months of celebrating, that's way more than we spent at prom, homie.
Yeah, I don't agree. I used to talk about that with my family.
Celebrate what? Just life?
Yeah, celebrating life. But when I talk about what we're celebrating, we're not celebrating you doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be doing your chores. You're supposed to be getting up in the morning, performing. You're supposed to do that
we ain't
stuff.
talking about
but
kids at that point
celebrating.
when we said celebrating. The parents are the one that rented the cars and all this. I ain't talking about that. The parents are celebrating from the time they clock out on Friday to the time they clock in on Monday.
I agree that people should celebrate, but they should celebrate what that means.
I think that's the wrong definition of celebration.
They so stressed out. They thinking this is their reward, and that's not your reward. They got it mixed up. Celebrating and rewarding themselves for doing what they should be doing is two different things.
Is reward a better word for you, Jake?
No. When we talk about celebrating, I think that what they're saying is we have to look outside of ourselves to have a celebration. A lot of times celebrating where I grew up, it was family. Just being around each other and having small little beans and rice and cornbread. That's all need to be on the table. And we had a celebration with laughter, with memories, creating memories and stuff. I think that we live in a fairy tale existence. And I truly believe that us black men, we talking to women that really don't want us. When they listen to us, they really saying kind of like confirming to date outside their race because they want to live like the white woman. They want to have the big house. They want to have the big cars. And they listen to us right now. They've realizing that black men cannot allocate that to them comfortably. And so this is the reason why a lot of them is started to get education to divorce themselves from black men so they could be more appealing to Asian men, white men, so they get treated like a little bitty white woman, right? And I think that lifestyle is very fairy tale-ish. Black men, there's so much stress on you because the reason why you got to go out there expect for you to make 6 figures plus, and after you get that plus, you still got to make more because they living in a dream. I think that we have given too much attention to women ideas, and I think that we need to grab our balls and tell them like we not finna predicate ourselves and kill ourselves just to meet your fairy tale standard because you really your goals change because one, you materialistic, you superficial, and you competing with the white woman.
Damn, that's basically saying y'all want something that you want something that you'll never have because we can't give it to you. That's what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is it's not real. That American dream,
that's crazy.
It's not real. Y'all only doing it to compete with the white woman. No. And I think that I personally believe that our black woman been bought, and I don't see the black woman and the black man gonna make with each other, especially the young ones coming up. I truly believe in my bone that black women is in a whole different direction. This is why they make fun of me talking the way I'm talking because they more settled in with the white Eurocentric way of living, and a lot of black men is waking up divorcing themselves from Jesus, realize their education was bullshit, that dollar bill, everything up to that standard, and black women hold us black men to the white man standard. If you don't make the amount of money, if you don't do this, but then they get mad at me when I say, okay, if you're gonna hold me to a Eurocentric standard, have that same energy on both sides. So, okay, you don't want to deal with me because I'm broke and I can't provide this lifestyle for you. Well, for one, you are dark skinned. That's one. That's a Eurocentric standard. If your fertility is off, If you can't produce babies, you're not qualified for no man, right? If you're not a nurturing, if you're not beautiful, if you don't have the energies that a woman brings, because I landed with this. When I listen to black women, especially the educated ones, when they describe that they got degrees, they got money, they got houses, and woo out the bam, it sounds like they more worth to society. Their worth is two different types of worth. They more worthy to society, not a man. Society not going to marry you. So you trying to placate into society, that's not going to be the man that's not going to be the ones that's going to hold you at night. That's why y'all be lonely, because you have zero worth to a man. A lot of women, their fertility is shot. They some of them not beautiful. They don't have the energies what attracts a man. The nurturing, the feminine, the peacefulness, the caring, almost like how the mothery feel. They don't no longer have that. So a lot of men is typically not going to stay with you. And especially when y'all superficial, that runs men away. Don't know man, not even a rich man. If I'm rich, I would go to a woman that's working at McDonald's before I would a woman that don't have these type of energies. Don't no man want no superficial ass woman. Because guess what? If I come in there with $1 million, you gonna go to a D that got $1.5 million.
I got a question.
I got
If you are a black woman,
yeah, I got you, Nia. I'm gonna give you a question. I just gotta read the comments real quick. I don't want the people that's watching. Keep your question. I'm gonna read them. Matter of fact, Nia, knock them out for me real quick. Go ahead.
I stay in a 2-bedroom apartment for over 20 years with 4 people and still struggle to survive, and I was on housing. He is serious. Oh wow. First of all, why are you raising your voice?
Let's stop right there. I'm gonna put a stall on that one, and we're gonna come back. Boom. Go ahead.
The $500 point is absolute facts.
Just another one. I'm gonna stop it. Go ahead.
D cooking us with his loud ass. I thought this was about Pearl. It's proving their point. We're against each other. Because who you yelling at?
I'm gonna put a stall on that one right there because all three. Hold on, D. Hold on. We can put a stall on that one right there because all three of them was on the same line, right? Go ahead, Nia.
I thought this was going to be a Pearl video too. I feel bamboozled. Again, talking about the minority. See, most ain't written phantoms. Yeah. Somehow the entire I don't know how to pronounce that word. Is being represented by
diaspora.
Huh?
Diaspora.
Diaspora. Okay. Mm-hmm. I just learned a new word today. Let me add it to my vocabulary. Marketing at its best. I never made my kid think that I never lived beyond my means, never wanted anybody's life.
That's what's up. Shout out to Shadrika Charles 45. Appreciate you. Sharika Charles 45. Appreciate you.
I feel like you need to do some healing, not trying to be funny at all. Why are things of luxury associated with people of different races? Brittany Hayes.
I'm gonna put a stall on that one right there. Let's go.
Just because you feel like you don't deserve it or can't obtain it doesn't mean that we shouldn't want it. Okay, Brittany. This is a way for you to be comfortable with the way you are living. Okay, class. Okay. There's nothing wrong with me wanting luxury. Step your cookies up, babe. Nice.
Rate up.
I'm gonna put a stall on that one right there. Yeah, we got 3 more.
It's cool. You're projecting your insecurities and fears onto a whole race of women. LOL, just say you can't afford it.
I'm gonna start out right there. Let's go.
Is he out of his rabbit ass mind? Not true.
All right, that's the last comment that came in. Nia, you were saying something. You had a question.
Okay, so we want to talk about black women, what black women want, desire, behaviors, and all that, right? Who's their father? Who's their dad? Oh, black men.
Allegedly.
Right? So as your daughters, we shouldn't desire some of the best things in life, Or are you going to continue to tell us, oh, you can't have what they have, sweetheart? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm saying, like, I'm raising my 3 daughters. I'm telling them to desire stuff that has substance, families. A lot of these women done cast in or reproducing themselves because they chasing after a check. They is some stupid women to me. I personally don't even like women that think like that. And they better never come to me, because if you're gonna come at me with that, saying that I can't afford and stuff, we see a lot of dark-skinned women that's in that chat. Well, ma'am, according to society, you not qualified. If we're gonna go off the European standard, we're gonna go off it both ways. So if you dark, nappy-headed, monkey face looking ass, you don't qualify for no man. We want the beautiful woman. So if I'm making six figures, I want that light skin with them green hazel eyes. I don't want no monkey-looking woman then. Of course, if we're going to go there, right? If we're going to go there,
women desire what they're exposed to.
What I'm saying is, if you're going to hold me to a Eurocentric standard, basically based on what the white man say, I'm going to hold you to the Eurocentric standard. In the standard of beauty is that light-skinned red bone with that curly hair with them hazel eyes.
That's what you tell your daughters. That's what
and if you don't got that, you don't qualify.
You tell your daughters that. If she asks you for something that you cannot afford right now, do you tell her you don't qualify, baby girl, because you're not blonde and blue eyes?
This conversation
do you tell your daughters?
Is this conversation between grown folks? The conversation between grown folks. Yeah, because we ain't up here talking about your kids.
I'm talking. Okay, you can talk about my sons. You can bring them up.
But so we having an adult conversation. We ain't talking about
one mic, y'all. One mic.
This isn't personally about your daughters. I don't know them personally. I'm talking about as a black man with your belief system.
That's not my job to tell them. That's going to be the men that they date to tell them.
No, daddy. Daddy introduces. Daddy provides the first experience.
They're not dating me. That's a contradiction. Daddy's going to
mother. One mic, y'all. One mic. They can't hear y'all if you're talking over each other. Go ahead, Liat, then Jay Prince. Go ahead.
If we're talking about dads, you're the woman's first experience of what she should desire from men. You are her protection, her safe place, her safe haven, what a man should resemble. So if you sit up here and you tell her, baby girl, you can't have that because you're not blue-eyed and blonde-haired. That's what you're telling her. And as a woman, a mother of sons, I treat my sons that you guys have work to do, because guess what? This world is not broken even or fair for you to achieve that in the same amount of order. You can have what you want, but you got to do this. You got to do that. And guess what? I'm encouraging, nurturing. I'm doing all the things I need to do as a mother to them. So when they go out here with women, they're already healed. They're not coming from trauma. They know what love feels like. They know how to love. They know how to express themselves. They know how to communicate. They're
Real
not
quick, Miette.
As broken young men.
Real quick, Miette.
Yep.
You addressed them slightly wrong, and I want you to, because you're making a point, but I want you to just get.
All right, hit me up.
All right, so what he said was, in exchange, that if you're gonna come at me with this Eurocentric standard, if I flip it on you because you don't fit that, because I don't fit that. So he's not saying that not willing to do the work. That's not what he's saying. What he's saying is that you got this champagne taste, but you ain't barely got Budweiser money. So we gotta figure out where we gonna meet at a medium so we can get you to that champagne.
I'm gonna show. We got to show them, because what passes down is our belief system. It passes down, so that's where.
Y'all belief systems is materialism.
Well, I'm talking about from a daddy, a man, a father.
Okay, so
you believe that
you want me to finally answer your question?
Down to your children.
Do you want me to finally answer your question?
Go ahead, answer it.
when it comes to fathers, I'll be the first one to admit I'm a contradiction all the way around the board. And here's why I say I'm a contradiction. It's because it's nuances in real time when you're dealing with how you feel. It's feelings involved with a lot of stuff. We're going to lie to our daughters because we care about them. We're going to let the world tell them the truth. Same, it's vice versa. You're going to lie to your sons on certain stuff, right? If you got an ugly son and you know he's a pop, you're not going to tell your son, you just an ugly motherfucker. That's why you have an issue.
I don't have no ugly sons.
You're going to lie, right? So when it comes, you let the world tell them that.
I'm not going to do that.
I don't want to teach my daughters and them to be so shallow. The women that we have today is an empty vessel. At this point, all they worth now is to have babies. And a lot of them don't want to do that. So at that point, they become pointless.
Man, that's not
at this point, if a woman don't want to have families and stuff, I don't see her worth. I don't care about a woman education because I don't go to women to be getting educated. I don't care if you know how to speak proper English. I don't care you got money. I go to women to get sex, to have babies, and so I can have my fatherhood, right? I say it like this. The ultimate femininity that a woman can offer to a man is to get on her back. The ultimate submission that a woman can give to a man is to walk around 9 months and take a risk of dying on that birthing table. That's it. To me, that's a marriage, right? That's the ultimate thing you can give me is fatherhood, and I can give you motherhood. All of this other toys you want to play with the Birkin bags and the Mercedes Benz, that's some stuff that white folks came up with that don't have no value, right? I'm not going to replace me having a bunch of kids. Because at the end of the day, it's the kids going to carry the generations. Kids is the tomorrow. Yeah. Not your check, not your bank account. And a lot of these women talking all this tough, but they can't no longer reproduce kids. Like if you can't produce kids, you like a dead corpse. I'm just saying, I don't know. I still want to have kids at 40. And I don't want no woman that can't have no babies. They pointless. I don't care how fine they is. Or how much money they got. What big house they live in. You can't have no kids. Fuck you. I don't care if you choose not to or you biologically you can't have kids. If you can't have kids, your worth is shot. Your value depreciate dramatically.
All right. So anybody disagree with what he just said with your value?
And the reason why they said that I can't yell, they ask me in the comments, why you yelling? You don't ask your boss why he yelling at you.
Yeah, so Jay Press, I put stars on all that right there in the comment. Let's talk about it. So Shadrika Charles, I don't know if we read this one right here yet, but oh yeah, we did read that one.
I think I need to start being quiet.
That was addressed to me. That was addressed to me.
Yeah.
The why you yelling was addressed to me.
Oh my bad.
Yeah, but
because I was cooking niggas.
Yeah. So that's one of the things too that I want to talk about real quick, and then we're gonna wind this down for the live streamers or anybody that got to get off. I'm a late night, so y'all can stay up here and hang out with me anytime. So check this out, right?
Snap. What time is it?
It's all good. It's 11:53. So I feel like what is this? Oh, did we do that right now already?
Yeah. She said I feel like you need to do some healing.
Oh yeah, I did.
Not trying to be funny at all, but why are things associated with you? Is that you're projecting your insecurities and fears onto a whole race of women? Yeah.
How about this one?
Again, he made a left at Alpha.
All right, yeah, that's where we started at right here. So let's go ahead and knock these out, D.
And them women dark
his rabbit ass mind. Shut up, bro. Not true.
And they dark skinned, having all these entitlements.
There you go, D. Go ahead, D. D, go ahead, D.
You know what? This is what you ain't gonna do. You ain't gonna be disrespecting my sisters, my black women, talking about they can't be entitled.
They cannot. If you say that if I'm broke and I don't have no value as a broke man, use a dark skin.
We can't hear him if you talking.
I'm repeating the same stuff that they saying. They said it from a woman's perspective. They said I'm broke, just say you can't afford it, right? Use a dark-skinned woman. You not beautiful. You ain't the standard of beauty. So you don't deserve that entitlement.
Instead of taking gasping breath, hold on. This right here is what I like. Hold on, it's double standards across the board because
I ran out of.
They just call him a lot of shit that nobody said nothing about. But the comments is the comments. But they just call him a lot of degrading stuff as a man. Why nobody?
Over half the stuff he just finished saying as a woman, that's a response to what he said.
No. I'm not talking about that.
That's a response to what he was talking about.
Nice. I'm gonna let it rock. Go ahead.
They didn't just come off the cusp and say it. They responded to what he said.
In essence, yes and no, which is
that comment was way up there before he said that.
Right.
They've been on his ass the whole time, which is okay. He opened up Pandora's box when he started telling about life because he lived that truth.
And that's
he
messed up. That's messed up if y'all sit up here and going to agree.
I didn't agree.
Nobody agree with anything. Stop that, Ed. Nobody agree with nothing.
I'm just gonna say if you don't agree, okay, cool. But it's messed up if you do.
Stop. Let's go on. So I'm gonna tell you right now. The reason why, as a people, we really don't get no damn where is because the shit that's going on right now. Throwing words in like all when nobody said all. Throwing in points that we agree, nobody agreed. I'm speaking the obvious. The comments been on him the whole time, which that's because of how he talking and he reckless and he just told you a while ago he a walking contradiction, right? But nobody said nothing. No, both of y'all right there, Lady Cherie, she was damn near in that fireplace behind her when he said it. She leaned all the way back with the face. He went like the face, right? That's the type of stuff we talking about. It's double standards. So he made a very strong statement, but they've been making that all night long. The thing I want to talk about real quick is that loud stuff that they were saying. That D was loud, I was loud, or whoever was loud, but they said D in the comments. But all of us, me, Jay Prince, and D. And I just want to say this, man. The reason why the school systems are the way they are, the reason why a lot of people, children, are unaliving themselves. The reason why they can't take criticism without just like jumping off the deep end type shit is because of what's going on right now. Everybody is saying that D was loud, or I was loud, or Jay Press was loud. And I just think like when I went back to the military and 18-year-old boys, some of them be tall as this damn ceiling fan, broad shoulders, big as hell. 18. Most of them crash out. A lot of them, I'm gonna tell you that right now. A lot of them crash out on their superiors in the military because they ain't never had a man stand in front of them and speak. So any vibration louder than their mom, they can't take it. It's foreign to them. It's almost like, because then it goes deep down inside of their manhood by them not having one in front of them their whole life. It goes down inside their manhood because we fight when voices get up, right? Or we feel threatened, but not from a emotional standpoint, how everybody's speaking here. Don't worry about how he said it. Let's attack what he said. Is it right or wrong? Is it true or false?
It's wrong. And I'm gonna sit up here and I can't let you sit up here and say that a lot of black men are in their households. That's one thing I am gonna say. They are in their households and they're raising their children. They're raising their sons and they're raising their daughters. We're just not giving that example right here during this conversation because of some of the things.
Let's take a sample size of the panel. Hold on. Who in here had their dad in their household?
There was step dummies.
Jay, hold on, because you're gonna give her a way out. Only 1 out of 6. Mm-hmm. Or I can't speak for Sean because he's off camera. He's 1 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you getting this from? That black man? Now, I know where you're hold on. I know where you're alluding to.
Yeah, no daddy.
Okay, Sean said he had no daddy. So I know where you're alluding to. you're going down the road to where the stats out saying that black men are taking care of their kids more than whites and others. But that don't mean they're in the household. That just mean they present.
What's wrong? Well,
that's the problem. Y'all don't see nothing different. You don't see nothing
Wrong,
different from them being in the household to them being from afar.
I said they're raising their children. They're in their lives.
I didn't say raising. I said in the house.
Okay, well,
that's what I'm saying. I don't think people listen. That's why I love it being recorded. Go back tomorrow. It's a lot of stuff that we
being recorded. So you basically pretty much saying that our black men aren't doing what they need to be doing.
No, I didn't say that.
No.
God damn, where you?
I mean, if you got a different.
Does anybody in the comments said that I said that our black men ain't doing what? I said they're not in the household.
Yeah, but since they're not in the household, does that mean that they make them less of a dad?
No, most of the time it's not their choice. Most of the time it's not their choice.
It's not their choice.
Hold on, most of the time it's not their choice, Nia.
So then, when you had a child with a, I ain't gonna go down this rabbit hole because I'm like, as men, that's you.
That's
you had a child with that woman. That's you.
Yes.
That's your family.
Oh, mama pick our daddy.
So you trying to say that woman kicked you out the household from your
Yes.
husband?
Yeah.
Do you understand what was? Do you understand what was saved? Hold on, Jay Prince. Hold on. Do you understand what was saved when that man walked and left that house? Do you understand what was saved?
I'm sitting up here trying to sit up here and say that not just the people on this panel take better care with who you have children with.
I get that. Okay, we mix the messages. We mix the messages.
Out the household.
We mix the messages. That don't mean that. That doesn't mean that because one, you're leaving a lot out because not every situation is a heinous. Not every situation is a heinous situation, right? Some situations come from a whole lot of shit we don't really want to try to dive in or even want to come to understand. And being apart from somebody going through whatever transition, the shit that they going through, that somebody's like, hey, I'm here. And they're like, no, I got to do this on my own. You don't understand their upbringing to the fully. So we always go to this thing of, oh, you could have did this or you could have that. Hey, you could have not even said anything to anybody at any point in time. So we can go that far all day long, but it's not necessary. The point is that you're saying that black men are involved with their children. Absolutely correct.
That. Yes,
right,
I am saying that. Yes,
I got you, sis. Hold on. They are active with their children. Absolutely correct. Yes, and there's not a lot of credit that goes with the actual facts that do back that statement.
Correct.
So you're correct with that. Now, being in the household is a totally different thing from just being present. Because when you're in the household, there's a behavior check and understanding of the operational order within that household.
Mm-hmm.
Had that grass cut before your daddy get home.
Yep.
Had his kitchen clean before your daddy get home. Had a garage straightened up for your daddy get home. Mm-hmm. Make sure you go over your lesson with your daddy. Did you do what your daddy told you to do?
Yeah.
Now, when daddy lived on the other side of town because he had to make some safe and sound decisions for people who he loved that he helped create, that, hey, I will take this load and go struggle and suffer over here, but I'm still going to make my way and be present for my baby.
Mm-hmm.
And in some cases, try to be present for a woman that may be going through some shit that's not quite understandable to that man.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we got to be keep it a buck.
Real quick. Let me jump in there real quick so we can round this out. We're not gonna cut off live yet. I'm just getting started. Anybody that need to leave, go ahead on the cam now, say salute and peace out, because I'm gonna open up Pandora's box with this one. There's people in the comments, and I love the comments. I tell people don't read the comments, let us read them out, because I choose to read all of them. It don't matter if they talking about me or anybody else, right?
I didn't see
Let's
the
do it like
comments.
this.
How you see them?
It should be on your right hand side. But look, let me say it like this. There's a few comments I want to bring up and address. I like it. It's nice dialogue. All right. So the Gemini says, why do you have a mindset to stay broke? You got to just laugh at him. You stupid. Oh, look. Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Brittany Hayes says, well, he needs to on his level. Don't try to date a woman who has degrees and wants more out of life. All right. See the God says, what color are your daughters and what type of hair? This one I like. What type of hair does your daughters have? See, I know. Look, Brittany Hayes says, you honestly don't need to procreate. We don't need any more of this. All right. You on some bullshit, out of line. They're out of line. There's another one coming that I can't wait to read. Paris top notch. Oh wow. What up, P? He's sick. Your son, you son of a bitch. I love it. All right. Cedrica Charles 45 said, and you one of the reasons why I'm gay. You narcissistic prick.
Wait, clip it. Clip that. Clip it.
I wonder how many of the women got some broke ass sons that they're going to turn out to like these broke ass men, like they be laughing and making fun of. Right? They could call us broke and use the Eurocentric standard on us all day.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna reverse it right back on you.
Yeah, we're gonna flip it. All right. Lily says you don't agree. You don't agree, but find it funny. Okay. Boom. Shadrika said, read all my comments. I'm trying to read them all. If I missed any, Shadrika, listen. Hey, I don't want nobody over here because I don't know if Shadrika aware. This is the accountability corner. I'm trying to read them all. I want to read them all. I want to make sure that the names go along with the comments. Lily says, no one made a single comment about that man's appearance yet. It's cool that he has continually made comments about dark-skinned women. I agree with you, Lily.
Yeah.
Brittany Hayes says, me. Parents still married. Okay, she had her dad in the house, and parents still married. Man, salute. That's a privilege. You're 1 out of 7. That's up here on this panel in any comments. All right. Shadrika said, Sharika. I'm sorry, I've been messing your name up. Is what he said for me. Lily said, I had a father in the house. That's 3. That's 3 out of 7. I had a father in the house, but he passed away. I'm so sorry to hear that, Lily. Lily says, did Pearl leave? Sharika said, Lily, go live. Oh, wow. Okay. And then KJ for life says, thanks for having me. Hopefully I won't be at work when you guys have your next show. Hey, Sean, man, we appreciate you pulling up, my guy. And you're welcome over here anytime. She's 2 out of 7. Okay. I appreciate that help. She's 2 out of 7. Let's go back to this one that he wants to flip it. Here you go, Jay. Right here. Go, flip it.
And you, one of the reasons I'm gay, you narcissistic prick. Well, so be it. This is the harsh reality that see, the thing is, we've been pampering you, right? We never got the chance to speak how we truly feel. So, and I'm just going to give you the raw, uncut. If you're going to hold black men to the white Eurocentric standard by saying that we need to be 6 figures, we need to have this type of degree, we need to have this and such and such, basically making us compete with white men, well, we're going to make you compete with the white woman. You're not off the fucking hood of competition. So what's the white woman? The standard of beauty. They are better mothers. They don't have a bunch of dead sons. They don't have a bunch of sons in prison, because we all know when they both get welfare. In fact, white women get more welfare than black women, but not you. I guarantee you don't see a bunch of dead white men in the street. You don't see a bunch of a whole bunch of white men in prison coming from the single white mother community. You see that with black women. And then when you talk about the standard of beauty from the Eurocentric, not from the Afrocentric, because y'all don't like that Afro shit. From the Eurocentric standard, the standard of beauty is that light skin, that long, straight, curly hair with the baby hair on the side with edges and stuff like that, with that long Betty Boop eyelashes, with them hazel brown eyes, slim fit. You know, that's something that no black woman, the majority of black women ain't looking like that. So if you ain't looking like that, you need to take your ugly back. If you ugly and I'm broke, we even. We might as well hook up. I don't care how much money you got, you still ugly. According to the statistics, you are a ugly ass bamboogaloo ass woman. So if I'm broke, you pop, let's get together. We both lose it. Right?
All right.
But if you're gonna be on one-way street, you're gonna hold me to a white man's standard, and I can't hold you to a white man's standard. If I gotta compete with white men, you gotta compete with white women. And if you can't have kids, you are definitely need to be in the house. You need to take your ass and sign up to be a maid and mop people floors and woo out the band, because you definitely ain't worth no man. Every man want a woman that can give him fatherhood. And if you can't do that, shut the hell up. Sorry for cussing.
No, you good, man. You good.
So the
you
comment
good.
about
D,
me,
right
like,
quick before you go, D. Hey, D, before you go, you can go as long as you want to right here. So this point, this comment that she made, I just want to speak on this real quick. Man, hey, Sharika Charles 45, man, salute you, sis, for standing your truth and putting it out there. But I'm so glad that you said it and I didn't have to, because I've said it in rooms before, and people told me I was lying. People told me that you just think the way you think. Nobody else thinks like you. So we got a real sample size right here that I love her comment. She stood on that. She said, "You one of the reasons why I'm gay. You narcissistic." And I tell people all the time that most folks that is standing on truth that they're gay like that is coming from behavior, not from birth. So at the end of the day, when she said that she's gay, you narcissistic prick, she let you know that the world has shown her differently through men, and she went the other way. So I just like to highlight that point, man, because you're one of the reasons why.
Yeah, one of the reasons.
One of the reasons why. I just joking around when I said that a while ago, but she made it light when she said it. You narcissistic prick. How dare you, J Prince? Go ahead, D.
So the comment about you laugh, but yeah, you don't agree. I laugh at a bunch of shit I don't agree with. If it's fucking funny, I'm gonna laugh. I don't agree with a lot of shit. And if it's hilarious, it's a lot of stupid shit out here that fucking makes me laugh. Don't mean I'm gonna go sign up and do the stupid shit, but it's funny. Like we ain't sit up here and watch Jackass. I didn't agree for motherfuckers to jump in the goddamn ceiling fans running at top speed. But we sat there and watched it. We don't agree with it, but it was funny. I don't agree with a lot of shit niggas say. That's just that. Niggas got their own perspective in terms and position how they gonna live their life. Just because it catch me off guard, I'm gonna laugh.
All right, so what we gonna do with the people to make sure that we don't be what they call black picket fence, whatever they call it black plague, whatever you call it.
What we gonna do? We can't do nothing with people that haven't made up their own minds that they want to be a part of something. That's one thing. We keep trying to carry people to a whole nother thing. And again, we never really ever talked about Pearl.
For the
I said that from the beginning.
ones that can go, for the ones that fit on the ship, what we gonna do with our
then we don't need to talk to them. We don't need to talk to them. We don't need to talk about it. They already understand.
Okay, well, then we good.
You show the fuck up and do your point. Like, I mean, how many times we got to say it? 80% of success is showing up.
Okay, so that's what we doing now. We showing up.
So let's get to these right here, and then we're gonna.
Niggas got no, like, hey, bro, just said niggas ain't got no problem showing up to the club.
All right, so Shadrika Charles said,
"Fuck you and kiss my ass." Oh, you can say the rest of that. I ain't never say any of that. This is the stupidest shit I ever heard.
See, they have a problem with a black man. I'm tired of these nigga foots, bamboo, Keisha looking at women.
Go back to that first comment. I didn't get to see it.
Fuck you and kiss my ass. I never said
Fuck you and kiss my ass.
I don't like you or no man. All right. That's great.
So who was that addressed to?
It was addressed to me probably when I said this about, which is, oh man, this is the reason why the comment section there. I want everybody to get their opinion out. Hey man, I didn't say you said it. I just said I said to other people that people are conditioned a lot of times that way. A lot of times, because you said he was one of the reasons why you were. So you saying that he was one of the reasons that conditioned you to be that way? I didn't say it, Sharika. So, hey, man. Yeah. So with that being said, we're gonna do it like this. I know a couple of y'all gotta get up in the morning and get up early. So we're gonna just play 1:30, the last part that cut off, and then we're gonna get final thoughts on the actual topic. And Jay Prince, we appreciate you so much, champ, for pulling up on the network. And when we get off here, I'm gonna give you a call because from just this alone tonight, man, that right there is needed back and stronger than ever. And we want to collaborate with you, guys. So anything that we can do together, we definitely want to do. Hey, listen, check it out.
Inferiority. But
all right, so they asked them what they think about black fatigue.
That's obvious. Let's just stay on the foundation and build off of that. I land my plane.
I mean, for me, it's the initial definition. It's Black people being sick and tired of always being classed in a box, whether it be in America or all across the world as a result of colonization and, white inferiority. But typical, as usual, white people have a habit of stealing our words. So just like woke, and just like thug, and just like ghetto, and just like all of these other words, they just have a habit of not being able to find words themselves. So they take words that we use to describe and explain our experiences, and then they try to steal it to be their own definitions of something that is not the original definition of the word. So I think that Black people should not allow them to again take the word just like they did woke. It has a definition.
But Pearl.
Well, before we play the rest of that, I want to say this, and I appreciate her saying about the words. Before we play the rest of that, let me say it like this. I appreciate her saying about the words because I'm gonna say a word that people has taken and turned it and flipped it into what it don't mean. So I'm gonna say this word right here: strong. A pretty intelligent, intellectual. I say that you're strong for coming on that panel with Lapeef Network and facing Pearl head up. You're strong. That's the definition to me of strong, not somebody who pay bills and take care of the kids and do all the things that normal adults do. So I will flip that word back to you, pretty intellectual. You're strong for going on a panel and speaking your mind against that hot woman, as Anton Daniels would say. You're strong for doing that because a lot of people aren't brave enough, not even to face her on the panel, but even get on the panel and talk. So I appreciate you for doing that. Let's go back to the.
Thanks for having me, guys. So when I think of Black fatigue, I think that people are kind of sick of Black people's behavior and excuses for the behavior. And I would say some of the behavior is, this is not all Black people, as I always have to say with these kind of conversations, but I would say these are some of the things that people are fatigued of. Black people committing more crime, a lack of basic decorum, a lack of good faith, at times a lack of work ethic, basic manners, sexual behavior in public, dressing overly provocative, taking advantage of white people's good nature, gaslighting, attitude. I could give stories where personally this has happened to me at work, in sports, in cities, and in friend groups. Somebody said microaggressions. I don't really know what that means, but I think that's kind of just an excuse for poor behavior. So that's what I would say it is.
All right, that's her definition of Black fatigue. And like I said, pretty intellectual. I appreciate all those women I saw on that panel that was strong enough to go up there and face Pearl head up. And they did a really good job. If y'all want to go and see the whole video, go over to Lapeef Network. I want to give them a shout out and credit the creators of that platform. Go over to Lapeef Network and find that video right there. And let me know what y'all think about it because there's some strong women on that panel right there. I appreciate them. And y'all up here and Niche that came up, y'all were bold enough to stand on the conversation. Go ahead, Jay.
I appreciate that white woman into the panel for being an example of a strong, beautiful mother, the standard of beauty, of being and had to challenge up against these nigger foots, bamboo Keishas, nappy head nigger face women that always got all of these entitlements as if they producing what they requiring, what they entitling. Like if you requiring all these men to have all of this and all of that, what is you giving? I want that beauty then. I want me some light skinned babies then. Right? If we gonna go, I'm saying if you're gonna say that I need to be making all this money, have all of these careers, I want that good light skin and some real long straight hair, not weave. Not no whole bunch of makeup artificial of a Miss Pearl. I don't want no fake curly. I want the real deal. So I appreciate that white woman coming on that platform showing us the standard of a woman, because I have not seen that in almost 40 years in my black nigga community. And I also want to appreciate Lady Cherie, because she looked like she was created from the mixture of a white man, of a black man and a white woman. The standard of beauty. This is what's moving forward now. Because if two can play that game, if black women can sit up here and say, you can't afford them, get me a white or Asian man, well, go and bring me that Asian and white woman. Go get me, I want some women that look good when I'm having sex with them, instead of me had to fantasize about them while I'm screwing the dark, ugly one. If we gonna call each other, if we gonna go neck to neck, you gonna come on. Why us black men gotta feel guilty for telling them the truth? They tell us the truth all the time to make us feel bad about ourselves. They always make it, and then they say they remove why us black men is in the situation that we in. Then they say, oh, y'all always want to be victims. Stop blaming the white men. Get your shit together. Pull yourself up by your booster. Well, ma'am, that applies to you. We want that light skin. Yes, black men, we want that light skin. Yeah, we prefer dark skin out of guilt. Y'all know y'all guilt trip the shit out of us, saying, oh, your mama black, you shouldn't feel this way. Your kids is black. Well, your sons is broke. Your sons is going to be just like us. He ain't going to be shit neither. He going to be as a sexual assaulter like you call us. He going to be creepy. He going to be lame. He going to be a weak black man as well, especially if you the one raising them. So your sons is not off limits.
Goddamn, Uncle Ruffy.
I ain't trying to be on.
This gotta be staged. I know daggone well you ain't just say all that. This is you.
Hey, look, check this out. We're gonna let hold on. We're gonna let Lady Cherie address what he said if she want to. Hold on. If she want to, if she choose not to, then we're gonna pass it down to Niette, ladies first. If she choose, so you're opting out of the mixed breed comment.
Yeah, I only think I'm just going to say, and this is a whole nother topic for a whole nother conversation, is this is a problem that we have within our own community amongst women with our color, right? So that's and for men to think that our color matters and sets the standard of beauty, that's a problem that we have because of my color. I've had problems with dark-skinned women because of conversations or topics that are made like this. So that's something that that's another conversation for another time. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right, good stuff. Niette?
I know you've been getting beat up all your life because you the prettiest in the room when they were around.
Shut your ass up, Niette.
No, when she entered the room, all attention on her, and the reason why dark skinned women is so loud because they the squeaky wheel that needs some oil. And Niette, she don't even got the dark skin color, and she got this light skin guilt. She got this light skin guilt trying to protect the dark skinned woman that's gonna beat her ass just because she's light skinned.
All right.
If they gonna get us the same, if they don't get this smoke,
so look, hold on. So basically, what you saying is, You're saying that the light skin, because Lady Cherie even like she opened it up to that. So like you're saying that the light skinned women have been getting harassed and physically assaulted. Because I mean, she said she had problems with darker skinned women, but I get what she's saying. But she was going from the point of what you said about the color differences and stuff. But she took it off of what you said as a man and was making a point to the women, saying this is where we have a problem with us. Like she put it all over there with the women and said there's been a problem with colorism. So that was good stuff.
What Niet and Lady Cherie trying to do is trying to win on the dark skinned women good gracious. They placate to the black dark skinned woman crying about, oh, we can't be, we they want to be attracted to everybody. They want to be the showstopper from every race. It's like the white man can't set his beauty standard. But my problem, the only reason why I'm going off this is because these black dark skinned women in the chat and everywhere across the globe want to sit up here and hold us to a white man standard. And it's they have a perfectly fine saying that, oh, you a broke ass nigga. You ain't rich. You woo out the bam. They don't treat white men the same way they treat us. If your black ass go compliment a dark skinned woman and call them beautiful, they say, oh, you cat call and woo out the bam. If a white, dusty white man do the same thing, she be like, oh, I love who loves me. So if we gonna play that game, well, two gonna play that game. God damn it. You ain't finna tell us to be super loyal to a black woman and super protective of a black woman when they ain't that with us.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be the loyal one and they get to be our enemy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even know where to begin with my thoughts to respond about.
You got the floor. It's all
any of this. Like, I really want to be like, who raised you? Seriously, like who raised you? And
don't ask them
that with alcohol and a split between legs.
I can't, and that's the problem. Like when it comes down to your family, your culture, your community, the people that have the biggest impression on your life, it sounds like you need a hug, my dude. Like you just hateful. For absolutely.
Why you don't call women hateful when they say that we broke and shit?
Well, let me tell you this. When I have a conversation with my ladies and we're in the room,
you don't give them no information when they talking about us grown niggas.
I do have those conversations when we're having girl talk and we're talking about our men. I do have those conversations. I do ask them, if you want him to have this, how are you prepared if this man provides you this?
And what was their answers?
I'm helping them get prepared.
What how?
Education, support.
We don't want no educated woman.
You do want someone that can pick up a conversation that you drop off on.
I ready for my woman to shut the fuck
up. She represents you.
I ready for what room? What is these rooms that we need to be in?
I
just want my woman in the bedroom. That's it. All these other rooms, don't nobody care about them white people rooms. Why we gotta be all trying to? Y'all always trying to throw us off on white folks.
Ain't no white woman room.
What rooms are you talking about? You haven't gave us no Pacific room. I ain't yelling at you yet, but what I'm saying is I'm yelling at the conversation. You have not given us no rooms that you are speaking of. And I take it that you're talking about those white corporate rooms.
I'm not talking about corporate room. I'm talking about conversations.
What room do we need this at?
We can all be out at dinner, right?
We have a conversation. We all be
out at dinner at a table, and you can be mid-thought, and you can say, babe, go ahead and finish telling them about it. And she can pick up the conversation that you left off. That's a simple example, because she pays just as much attention to you, your goals, your dreams, your plan, that she can still repeat and execute if you.
I don't want my woman speaking to no man. I want my woman to be extra quiet.
Oh, okay.
I want my woman to be a woman.
Speaking, but she knows the plan is.
She need to listen,
she knows
because if
where
I'm
y'all
doing the
going.
speaking, that means I'm not listening. If I'm doing the speaking in that room, that means I'm not listening. So she need to be my ears.
She can be your ears, yeah.
And that's how she gonna be able to watch my surroundings.
But that's the thing.
If both of us speaking, we off guard.
It's about having your partner, your life partner, somebody that can pick up when you only have two hands and can hand you a third.
When last time you have done that for a man? We don't really see this type of stuff. This is not an everyday thing. I'm talking, when we talk about relationships, we ain't talking about no one in an event. We talking about an everyday basis.
I like to talk about healthy stuff.
I like to talk about mothering. I like for a woman to make
talk about
bring
healthy
these energies.
relationships because that's what I focus on. I focus on healthy relationships, emotionally healthy, spiritually healthy, physically healthy, socially healthy, able to communicate, able to present themselves.
Give me an example of a spiritual healthy. Give me an example of spiritual healthy.
Divinely led. Getting your instructions from God, knowing your intuition speaks. Reading the Bible, interpreting things that we need to thrive in, like divinely guided from God.
What if black men, let's say all black men say, we no longer believe in that Bible, ma'am. We was just up there pretending to believe in that shit to get some of y'all pussy. We don't no longer believe in Jesus.
And I'm going to tell you this right here. It's going to be crazy. But if you're providing that woman security, protection, and she trusts your leadership and guidance, she's going to believe and follow you.
You don't think black men protected black women?
Heck no. You ain't protecting them right now.
Are you cool? Because the majority of black men is in a grave for protecting black women. The majority of black men is in a prison for protecting black women. Every black woman knows she got some niggas she can call to get the job done. So is you cool? But the question is, when have the black women
starting with their sons, starting with their sons and their brothers?
Right. And when was the black woman protected the black man and the black boy?
Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, I just want to highlight the fact that we got Shanae Africa.
How are you?
Good.
How are you?
Hold on, Jay, before you go. Hold on, Jay, before you go in. Shanae, this is Lady Cherie from the Art Attack up top. This is Jay Prince for president. This is Niette Ridgway. And you met D Awesome One on the telephone and on FaceTime before. So, hey, everybody, this is Shanae Africa. She is our sister from afar over in South Africa, and we appreciate you pulling up on us. This is going to be good. You came in at the end. We winding down once again. If anybody, but no, you're good. You're good. We here. There's some folks that gotta leave and cut out early, but we're here. We know what time it is at your time, like 7:23 a.m. or something.
7:33.
7:33. Okay. So if anybody got to leave, y'all can just type in the back chat or get your graces now. But if you're gonna stick around, because it's probably gonna get good, Jay might have some questions of the culture in South Africa. Niette, please hold on 1 second before you go. I know you got the split, but I definitely want to let you land your plane, Jay Prince, and then we want to hear from Shanae Africa on the topic. So, Niette, before you split, Jay Prince was making some statements right there. We know that they were comments made back to the chat and things that he was just fed up with. But I mean, he thinks the way he thinks, right? But we're going to put it out there on the floor. Shanae, let me get you spin up to speed. We're talking about black fatigue. Originally, the term was used from our ancestors when they were, overwhelmed of the racism and the things that was going on. And they were saying that our ancestors, the black people, they had black fatigue from all the, conditioning that was placed upon them. And that was the term originally, black fatigue, when black people was tired of getting beat down. And now in modern day, they flipped the term and made it so that now the people are saying white folks and others are having black fatigue from all of our complaining, all of our excuse making, all of that. What do you think? What do you think about the term black fatigue that people are using nowadays?
Well, in South Africa, we don't have black fatigue. There is no such thing as black fatigue. With us, it's about our people get opportunities first. I think within South Africa, we have white fatigue. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say, I can't relate to you guys. I think what I've heard is very sad that you guys don't use your opportunities that you guys get. You guys are lazy. You guys are just fumbling bags left, right, and center. And here, we don't do that.
Okay.
Am I using the word lazy too easily?
No. Hell no.
You know?
No, it's fair.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Oh, that's right up our wheelhouse.
So it's, I don't know. I don't know. I think you guys have a lot of opportunities. You guys are the country. That's the dream. We want to be there. And then when you guys say there's black fatigue, like, what do you guys mean? Make it make sense. How we look to you. You guys don't see us on TV, but we see you.
This is great. We got a lot of opportunities that we squander off because of how we and we take advantage of a lot of opportunities too. We're speaking about a sample size. We're not speaking about the majority. So but there's a large portion of us who don't seize the moment, who don't pool our resources together, who don't live live within our means, who argue more than we collaborate, reaching out across what we call across the pond on the other side of the world to you and asking you certain things about black fatigue that you can't relate to. I would ask you this: Do you guys have do y'all have instances where we're going at each other and tearing each other down or building each other up for the most part?
With us, we build each other up.
Because y'all have to.
Yeah, because our president is black. We get more opportunities. We get it first. We have this thing called BEE. So when you apply for a job and you may be my color, they consider you second because you're close to the superior race. But if you're a bit darker, you get the job instantly.
So that's like DEI. You can unmute.
When I say we don't have black fatigue, we can't be saying I don't have opportunities. They don't come to me. It's up to you what you make with the opportunities that you get. They have free education if you're a certain color. White people don't have such things. We don't get such things. You know what I'm saying?
Jay Prince, what you say to that?
Well, I want to ask her which one of her parents is Chinese. Which one of your parents is Chinese?
None of them are Chinese.
Ma'am, so you are full African.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, I understand that, and this is what they say over here, right? They is literally changing the look of black folks. This woman clearly is mixed with Asian and Chinese, and she gonna lie to us and say she's black.
No, hold on, Jay Prince, hold on. So just let me help you out just a tad bit. The origin of the Asian people that you see are our people. If you go into Asia and you look at those who are the darker ones that have been outcast to the village, and you look at a lot of traditions that Asians have, and you look at the traditions that of certain African countries and cultures, you be like, oh, where did you get this from? Right? You start to go and you start to do your homework and you piece, because martial arts came from where? An African man, right?
Yeah.
An African tribe. This is not something. Slanted eyes are very
He
Very
thinks light
indigenous.
skin is mixed, just like he called Lady
No,
Cherie.
I know it's
light
dark
skin
skinned
and mixed.
Asian.
Hold on.
I know it was dark skinned Chinese.
Hold on, Jay. So you made comments to Lady Cherie, but you might as well made them to everyone because all three of them are similar shades and hues of light skin. So, like, hold on, Jay. Let me ask you a question. So, when you immediately see a light skinned black person, whether their eyes are slanted, whether their skin is fair skin, like all three of the ladies on the panel tonight, you immediately think or assume that they're mixed with white or Asian.
I immediately think they are the replacement of us.
Say how so?
Because for one, they calling themselves black, and I truly believe there's an agenda across the globe to interracially mate. So basically, people of my color and darker will be in museums, and they gonna, as long out of sight, out of mind. In the next 50 years, people not gonna be looking for people of my color or darker. They gonna be considered as the blacks. They literally come up on. They not the only ones. It's a lot of light skinned people that you can tell that's biracial, claiming that they are black. They are, and I also Google what will black people look like in 100 years, and it's everybody of fair complected. Nobody's gonna be dark skinned no more. I have a major issue with that. That woman don't look. That woman, she's not. When I think of Africans, and I know there's dark skin and Chinese, but when I think of Africans and stuff like that, she don't pops up in my mind. She clearly looked Chinese mixed with blackness.
Okay, so in Africa, there's a lot of cultures, traditions. We're all black. If you're not black, then you're white. My people were the first people in South Africa. The Khoisan, do you know them? So the
I have seen South Africans and they don't look like you.
I know. I'm just perfectly made. I swear to you. But I get you. I don't have any white. I don't have any Chinese, black. No. I am considered a colored from the Khoisan tribe. That's me. The rest, the day when I go to my ancestors, I will ask them, what did y'all do to me? Because I cannot be taking this. It's every day of my life. I do not know what's going on. I do not know how to respond to you because I'm colored. And in South Africa, I know when I say colored, you guys will be like, hush, hush, hush. No. This is me being colored. In South Africa, it's a thing for us to fight for the word colored. We have to fight for our rights because we don't get the free educations. We don't get the free doctors. We don't get the free medical, nothing. So when you say we're not trying to replace anyone, we are fighting for the colored men to take the colored women to continue our culture. You know?
So Jay Prince, you just tell you that over there they're fighting to hold on to the black men that you say over here our women are running away from.
Yeah, but here's the result of that though. Like, look at it, T-Mass. This was the black people.
Address that part and then go ahead. So you just downed our dark skin and light skin, beautiful black women in the United States. You just downed them earlier.
Yeah.
Saying that they don't want nothing to do with us. They love the white man more than they love us. They do all this, which I don't believe that to be the so for none of the women that's been on the panel tonight or in the comment section. That's just my opinion. But I know where you coming from with your rhetoric. So she just said that over there with the South African women and colored black women, whatever you want to call them, that they are taking pride in saving the culture by continuously procreating and making families with black men, not the opposite.
I would accept it better if she was the darker complected.
I can't
Like
do anything about it.
I don't look at her that she can create no black people. She can create biracial. I don't see her as black.
So you saying
if
D
she's
ain't black?
Huh?
So you saying D not black?
No.
See,
hold on, Sinead. Hold on. Wait.
I
Hold on,
think-
Sinead. Check this out. I'm gonna put D up there. So, hey,
I ain't never. I'm looking at this.
Hey, hold on, Jay Prince. Give your everybody let Jay Prince give me.
I do see biracial in D. Now, when it comes to Africa, like come on now. When you think of African,
No, that's because
is-
right now, Jay Prince, what you're doing is what you accused the ladies of earlier, bro. What you're doing is you're taking what the white man has conditioned your mind to think of what African looks like. Have you ever been to Africa?
Yes, I have been at.
Have you been to South Africa?
No,
Okay.
but there's two parts of South Africa. The northern sites always the lighter company. They have the same way that they've been colonizing over here. They colonizing in over there as well. Black women is sleeping with a lot of white men, especially in Africa, for reasons they view white men as wealth, right? They want a lot of them bleaching their skin. It's a more Africans are African women specifically is bleaching their skin or damn near to the point where they trying to date outside their race. Why? Because they look at that as a way out. It's a meal ticket. So this is the reason why they have a lot of Africans that's born biracial. It's no different from the black women doing that shit over here. They doing it over there. This woman, you could clearly see, yeah, she's African, you could tell, but she's not the original Africans. This is a problem though. And a lot of us black folks, we will look at this and just because every time how to unite with us, they always want to talk about they treat us bad, they do this and stuff to connect with us through trauma. No, but what I'm saying is when I see people from Africa, I don't want to see that. I want to see niggas. I don't want to see the ones that have been lab created. Like it's almost like black folks is created in the lab now. That's not African. To me, she's African, but she just like Americans, right? They got white Americans.
I was about to ask you, bro. So
yeah,
we're in the country where we was taking. So I'm just gonna ask you, because you are darker hue with the features that in your mind is original African. How old are you?
40.
Okay, 40 years old. Born in America, I assume.
Yeah.
Because you are of a darker hue and features of what you think Africans originally look like, as a 40-year-old man born in this country of the United States of America, you think that you are original African?
Yes. I don't believe these stories that all these black women got raped by white men. And
no, I'm saying you think that as 40 years old, born in America, your bloodline traced back. There's no mixture in there with whites and anybody else.
No, we don't. No, we don't have that. And matter of fact, like when I was talking to like on my dad's side, they keep a lot of stuff. And on my mama's side, all my granddaddies and grandmamas is blacker than a mother. Like I could show you all of the pictures of my granddaddies, and let me show you. I could literally show you pictures of all my granddaddies and grandmamas. They blacker than an ace of spades.
And
so unfortunately, I was one of the blessed ones that didn't have that white, upbringing. My people are jet black. Well, they my color and darker. Let me show you.
Go ahead, Nia.
I was saying, what about being considered American?
That's my grandma that's born in the 1800s.
Hey, Grandma.
She's actually on the plantation. That's her name, Laura Davis. This is her husband, Benjamin Davis. That's my granddaddy. My great
You
great
just
great
put those
great.
pictures up on another panel the other day, didn't you?
Yep. And here's my other granddaddy. That's my dad's dad.
Are you proud of them?
I'm proud that they black. They kept a nigga. Here go my second or third granddaddy with a black woman, and we don't got none of that white shit. I'm trying to. I ain't dissing them, but we got to keep it real though. Like, I mean, they trying to rewrite blacks. They changing the looks of blacks, and all of the
kids so bad
is all
that
dark
he turned
skinned.
his whole car black.
No, I'm saying all of our kids, Matt, is all dark skinned. Nothing but dark people in my family.
All right, Jay Prince. So hold on. I love you, bro. But I got to keep it a beam with you. You do know the term of albino, right?
Yeah.
You know what an albino is, right? All right.
Yeah.
Do you also understand that two dark people can have an albino baby?
Yeah.
Okay. That's just that yeah, right. That's just the pigmentation in the skin. That doesn't have nothing to do with the DNA.
Yeah.
So my grandmother's father, that very man I just got through talking about, his name is Sidney F. Frank. That man was blacker than you, long black hair, and had blue eyes. And a lot of people don't know that there's a lot of people in Africa that are very dark skinned and have recessive color eyes.
Yeah.
There's also a village in Africa with very dark people that have blonde hair and have recessive color eyes, right? So that right then, that speaks to the origin of your people.
That's a defect, though.
Your people are an array of chocolates, bro.
Recessive mean defect. It's not normal. That means they lacking. Like low melanin, low pigment, that's not something normal. The mere fact you said low, that means you don't have all of your something. All of that matter. The bottom line is you don't have all of your woo out the bam. Same with people with dimples in their face. We see it and think it's cute, but that's really a defect. Blue eyes is a defect. When you look at blind people eyes are very light colored to the point where they look grayish bluish. That's a defect. That's why we typically, a lot of times you see white people will wear a lot of glasses. They really damn near can't see out there. But since us brown eyes people doesn't look at each other and we think that brown eyes is ugly, so the moment we see something different from us, we automatically place that as beautiful.
And he got a point there. Now I'm just saying, with a lot of us here in America, I don't know about over there in South Africa, but over here in America, he is right. The minute we see something different, we call it exotic and we call it better.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just keeping it a buck. That's a good point, Jake.
No, that is fact, though.
Lady Sharia,
The reason why the hair so straight is
you got something you want to say? No. Yet before we pass it over to Shanae, you got anything you want to say? All right, Shanae, you want to wrap it up for the ladies and address anything that Jay Prince said? And I'll give him this grace. He did say that he wasn't dissing. All right, he was just speaking his mind. So go ahead, because I don't know if he was dissing Lady Cherie earlier, if he was dissing Niet earlier, or if he was dissing the chat, or you just responded.
Yeah, I'm just having an honest conversation. I like when we could just speak our minds and how we truly feel. That way we can have a real convo.
Me too. Go ahead, Shanae.
You know what stood out for me, Nay? When you talk about me being from South Africa, me knowing what it's like, when you talk about we are changing the race, we are mixing it up and down, left, right, and center. This thing started. You said you don't want to hear about what happened when my ancestors got raped. You don't. It's not a thing. It's over. It's done. We let it go. It's in the past. I don't know that. I am here saying now, I am fighting for my colored men, my black men to step up so that these black women here as well can stop looking at Americans as top class. They can stop looking at the white people as, I want to be married to a white man. You know what I'm saying? What are our black men doing to change that narrative of baby, come home? You can't be saying you're light skin, you don't count. Your dimples, it don't, you know what I'm saying? You're calling us defects. It's fine, it's fine. I am saying, what do we do to change the narrative of these men? Because men must leave. I'm not going into a relationship looking to be the man. I'm not looking for a white. I'm not looking for no white man in my life. What are you doing to change the narrative of ladies? Let's keep it in the theme. We're talking about straight hair. I straighten my hair so I can manage it because I work 6 hours a day. Because where's the man? Gone. Where's my strong black king?
I'm noticing something, and shout out to you saying Africa, but I noticed it seems like it's something going on. I can't put my thumb on it, but every time I talk to light-skinned women of y'all races, right, from either America or Africa, they always saying my black men, they more closer to black men than actual black women are. And vice versa, light-skinned men is saying the same stuff to black women, but I don't think black women really paying attention of what's really going on. What I really am starting to believe that the black race, the black woman, the dark black woman and the dark black man, you are being destroyed through the love that you wear on your sleeve and the acceptance and the low confidence that you've been wearing on your sleeve. And when we attack each other, it opens the doors for people that's not really even us.
Yeah.
To keep us divided, right? Like it's crazy. It seems like we getting in. I'm literally watching us in this conversation right now. This triangle between these three light skinned women. They keep saying our black men. A lot of black men will say, "Yeah, that's the shit," but no, it's deeper than what we. It's deeper than what we actually thinking. All these women are very fair skinned. And when you go to the black woman side, all of the men that ride for black women, it's gonna be very fair skinned. But when there's two dark skinned women, dark skinned men and women collabing together, it's straight knuckle buckle, right? And so I think that is something that we have been programmed that it's going to eliminating ourselves. Because if I give any one of these women a baby, they're not going to come out looking like me. Right? It's where they're going to have that coffee, they're going to have that mocha look where it's mixed with a lot of cream and sugar. They're not going to have that jet dark skin no more. And I believe that it's attack. And it's very, I think that is very urgent.
Nika, have you not seen my little brother?
Is black a color?
That's my thing.
I'm saying that I don't care if it's a color or not. What's happening is our skin complexion is getting removed.
But we're still black.
It used to be people the color of my t-shirt. We no longer see these type of people no more. And they getting rid of this. So y'all gonna be the next black folks. And then we sign it up by giving y'all our seeds. We sign it up by reproducing with people that's of a fair complexion, and it's gonna elevate of the removal of dark-skinned people.
All right, you can start working outside back in the fields if you want to.
No, how come we can't?
That's what you want. You want us to go back in the field with no sunscreen.
What I'm saying is everybody is against dark-skinned women and dark-skinned men reproducing. What they are advocating in today's time is we messing up with y'all and they messing up with the lighter complected men. They is not putting them to dark skinned. They not pairing dark skinned women with dark skinned men. Every time I look up black people on Google or something, y'all race, y'all color pop up. I got to literally put super dark people for somebody on my complexion pull up on Google. That's a problem for me. This is not, I don't feel connected with, I have to keep it real raw. I don't feel connected with y'all ladies up here. I don't see y'all as black women. I don't. I see y'all are mixed.
Black.
Talking about more black men. We not y'all black men. We the dark-skinned woman black man. I created dark-skinned daughters. My daughter's name is my color. And one of them darker.
Jay, I'm proud of you for that. You being the father must instill in your daughter that this color is not the end goal. Because what you do is she's in a society, she's in a world in South Africa. It's a thing where if you're not this skin color, your life is not going to be easy. It's not going to be smooth sailing. So they're going to
I know to do this in Africa. Y'all didn't go through slavery.
Bleaching, then it's over and done. Do you guys know what bleaching does? Yeah, your elbow is dark. You saw the knuckles is dark. Why do you do that to yourself? To be my skin color. I can't go into the sun. You can.
This is my cousin. This is black men, black women. When I see black women, when I say black women, this is her. Women like that, that's dark skin.
Hey, bro,
that's my cousin.
Hold on, Jay.
These are my other cousins.
Hey, hold on, Jay.
They don't look like y'all.
T-Mac, bro, can you pull up my Facebook cover photo so you can see my little brother?
Can you see my sister?
My sister. Pull up my sister too.
Because then I want you to see something. Because it's a photo with me and both of my brothers. And
because being black is not a skin color; it's a culture.
It's a culture, absolutely correct.
I mean it is, but I'm also saying it's a skin color too, because with the thing that comes with it is there's an array of black. The key word in human is hue, so it's the colors. Majority of the colors on this earth are brown skinned people. That's my brother. You tell me that man who has the same father as me, who was brown, he was a light brown man.
He got the same mom as you?
No, his mom was light like my mama. That's my brother, bro. He came from a light-skinned woman. I came from a brown-skinned woman.
What happened, Jay?
My mother is brown and my father is dark, and here I am.
Jay, do you think they got Jay? Do you think somebody ain't somebody daddy or mama?
You want me to just lie to be emotional? Or you want me to tell all the truth of all the bumps and hairs on the booty?
You can look at the face.
Hey, speak the truth, man, because
I know that I believe that's your brother, but like we talked about.
Wait a minute. Wait. Go ahead.
Like we talked about albinos. And you from a brown skinned woman. I haven't seen your mom or none. They could, as far as I'm concerned, they could have been looking like any one of these women. Because you calling these women black, if your mama looked like one of these women, I can understand why you came out with that color.
Boy,
it could be
my grandma.
Or you didn't come out with all of your melanin then if they two black people.
But that's the thing about genealogy. See, we have a misconception that everything is one thing. That's not true. She's in South Africa, bro. The winters that she have are nothing like the winters you have. Why you have all your nigga skin?
Right. I don't know, but one thing I know for sure.
But see, that's the thing right there. What you mean? She's born in the continent of Africa. You're not.
Yeah, she's born in. You can put a white person in Africa and they can be like Africa is not a race.
No,
Jamaican is a race, but what I'm saying is, when you think of Africa, it's sad. This what I see now in this live thing as her. I see the same issue that's happened over there in Africa now. Is like they do over here. White people are pregnating black women, and Chinese people are pregnating black women in Africa. That's what I see. I don't see no African woman. No.
Do you have
African.
do you have Arabic friends? Do you have Arabic friends?
No.
Guess what? I have plenty of Arabic friends, and some of them bitches look just like you with the same hair texture and all. Some of them look like Pakistani. Some of them look very Indian. But guess what? They're from the Middle East. And the whole thing about it is that's a whole different array of skin tone.
Man, she clearly looked like a Chinese, like she's mixed with Chinese,
bro. You got to do your homework. We can't help you with that.
I think that listen, that what you said about Lady Cherie earlier, and then that also applied to all the light-skinned women that's on the panel. When you looking at her, because I've been overseas multiple times.
Look at my sisters and nephews. We black.
Who that little yellow thing in the middle?
They black and not.
Who that little yellow thing in the middle?
What's up, nephew?
That's my sister. Look, that's my sister, daughter, friend.
Oh, okay, boy. I thought you said that was your sister's daughter.
But this is my nephew. That's my niece.
Gotcha.
And that's my sister in the middle, the short one.
All right. So Jay, do you think that we are conditioned to over here? Do you think that we are conditioned to see things one way? Meaning, you just said that she looked Asian, and I would agree. From what I know, what an Asian looks like, I would agree that she resembles Asian. I would agree from what I know mixed people to look like. I would say that somewhere down the line there was some mixtures going on when I look at the panel, right? Even in myself, because I'm not as dark as you. D damn sure ain't as dark as me or you. So there's mixture. But what I'm asking you, as a 40-year-old man that was born in this country, even though you're Gullah Geechee and you can trace your history back, your everybody in your family, you don't have a light-skinned person in your family nowhere.
So yes, we'd have a lighter complected brown skinned person. Like, okay, there's some people. So there's people that's jet darker than me. And then it's like my nephews, and I got a few nephews that's jet dark because they daddy jet dark.
So you the lightest one in your family?
My sister, no, I got a cousin, like 3 or 4 cousins that's a lighter complexion. That's because of their dad. Not like their dad is not our relative.
Gotcha. Their dad ain't Gullah Geechee. He's American.
Yeah. So like on my mama's side, let's say my auntie is my color. Like my auntie is my color. But she got pregnant by a lighter complected man. So his daddy don't have no type of relations to us. It's more to my cousins now. My granddaddy and my grandmama are both dark. Like my grandmama, my great grandmama, she had 20 kids. 7 of her kids is by white men. But the other 13 kids is by black men. She had multiple black men that got her pregnant. We come from the black baby daddies instead of the white baby daddy.
Gotcha. Hey, Nia and Lady Cherie, they say they got to part ways with us. We're gonna stay here for a second, but they got to part ways. So listen, man, Lady Cherie and the Art Attack. Before you go, we have something that was made for you. So we want to go ahead on and play that for you right now. Let me see.
Okay.
They made this and they said that they wanted you to. Yeah, this is an actual Art Attack video, January the 10th. We didn't get a chance with all this, but we got sponsors and we got affiliates. So January the 10th, the Art Attack is having a Sip and Glow paint. Is that how you say it?
Yes. Sip
and Glow paint in Virginia Beach, Virginia. It's going to be from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. So if anybody look like traveling or is in the Virginia Beach, Virginia area, stop out and see the Art Attack. Go on to Facebook Art Attack, TikTok Art Attack.
Yep.
And see all of those dates. But here you go. Before you go, Let's just let me see.
Tipsy made a masterpiece at Art Attack Sip and Paint. They guide every step. I'm no artist, but this sunset nailed it while we sipped. Better than bars. It's the perfect night out, and you take home real art you made. If I can do this, anyone can. Grab your crew. Book now.
So that is the Art Attack, ladies and gentlemen. They are having that one right there is the beginning because they broke it down and they put more pieces from your. I was trying to bring that one up, but for some reason that one didn't come up. When they added your actual events in there, that's what.
Can I ask Cherie something, T Max?
Yeah, of course.
Cherie, are you married or have a man or something?
I do.
What race is he?
Black.
How black is he?
Dark skin.
Mr.
That's it's typically like this.
Yes.
Mia, what color is your man?
Brown skin.
White. He white.
But I guarantee you, ask a lot of these dark skinned women, they men will be light skinned.
False.
Oh, you saying that dark skinned women have light skinned men, and light skinned women have dark skinned men?
Yes.
False. Dark skinned women are not talking to light skinned.
No, that is what I've been paying. This is what I've been paying attention to.
Shanae, you single, married, relationship, what? Hold on, I want to ask her a question. Single. Okay, so typically, since you're single, do you go for lighter or darker men?
Darker.
Okay, so Jay Prince got a goddamn point now. That's 3 out of 3.
Now let's find a dark skinned woman.
No, he said light skinned women want dark skinned men.
No, I get what he's saying, but let's find a dark skinned woman to make it full circle, because I'm gonna prove otherwise. Women treat me, bro.
D.
What color is my wife? My wife is the color of a woman that accepted me.
Okay, is she dark or lighter?
No, she was light.
She light.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about the men though? Since you just analyze how women, you just analyze light skinned women and dark skinned women of the type of men they want. What about men?
I think that when it comes to men, dark skinned men chooses the light skinned women back. That's why they got darker men. And the light skinned men chooses the dark women.
Hey, I'm just gonna keep it real with you, Jay.
It's
all
colorism.
damn night long. That's the most sense you made to me because that's been my lived experience of looking at it too.
Mine too. Mine too. I agree with that.
Yeah, bro. You just put me.
Why that is, though? Why y'all think that is?
Damn, bro. I gotta go think about it now.
Bro, I've had dark women tell me that I was nice looking.
Y'all don't think that we was illustrated to be that way? When you think about the baby dolls and stuff like that, when you look at the dolls, when we look at the dark-skinned dolls as a black kid.
Yeah, but Shanae and them don't have that lived experience over there like that. So why is it for them that
it seems like they do. Because she do this a lot. Like, that's something Americans do. They never went through slavery, but she do the stuff that the slaves would like.
Hold
you
on,
know what I'm saying?
Because you said this is your second time saying that. She didn't. I don't even think she heard you the first time. You said they didn't go through slavery.
Blacks didn't go through slavery. Allegedly, Africans didn't go through slavery.
Shanae, is that right? Because I don't know the culture. You must have studied South African.
We have
Shanae.
a lot of Africans that come on the platforms that says it.
Okay, Shanae, go ahead.
Okay, so me coming from South Africa, we didn't have slavery. We had apartheid.
Apartheid.
Y'all have what?
Apartheid.
Apartheid.
Yeah.
We were with our own little ghettos. Hence why there's so many ghettos. And the white people had everything else. You
So
couldn't use a
basically
bathroom.
the same shit.
I say it's the same.
Same
The
thing.
same
They
con-
just wasn't enslaved, so they had
Yeah,
the
we were
same
enslaved.
large divide of resources and everything else, Jay. So they actually went through it as free people. They just was robbed of all the resources. But Lady Cherie, anything you want to say before you get out of here? If I messed up anything about your event,
People were beaten on a daily. You couldn't do anything without the white men saying, yes, you can. No, you can't. And it was terrible. Hence why I'm saying I fight for my colored men, my black men, to stand up and not just go to the white woman because I'm trying to have a baby like Sinead. Why? I don't date white people. I don't even talk to them. I go for my culture. I'm big for that. It's not about when I say skin color. I'm not saying I'm saying we are still fighting that battle every day. Racism is a thing. We might not be in apartheid anymore or slaves, but we're still going through it.
I'm just going to say one more thing, right? Because we're on this topic. So racism is a thing within our own Black culture as well. And when you ask the question, Jay Prince, in reference to why it's like that, why do you have the light skin dating dark skin or the dark skinned women dating light skin? I've had conversations, I've heard conversations with couples like that. And one of the questions is, I want my baby to have good hair. I want, because of the standard that is set. So if two dark skinned people are together, right? What most likely, not saying that it is, would be the outcome. And this is how our culture thinks sometimes, right? We have light-skinned against dark-skinned women going against each other, or dark-skinned women don't like light-skinned women because of the complexion of our skin, which is sad and crazy. But these are some of the reasons why, because of the standard that has been set when you're talking about good hair, eyes, the look. So this is why you don't see, or this is why you see the relationship set up the way it is.
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered what y'all would look like if y'all was darker?
I have.
Yeah, what did you come up with?
I look like my sister. I will still be fly.
Lady Cherie, how about you?
More African.
I've never thought of it.
Because I feel like
you just saw who I would look like.
Yeah. A lot of light-skinned people don't have their full look.
Hey, I thought about if I was I look like Brian Gumble, Nick.
What do you mean a lot of light-skinned people don't have their full look?
Because they don't have all of their melanin, and so they got more of a recessive look, incomplete. I think they look is more incomplete. I think that you know how when babies come out too light, you got to put them in an incubator to make them darker to put them in the light.
No, that's not.
What is it? What is it when babies come out light and you got to put them under that?
That's because they're jaundiced.
Yeah, but that's to make them darker, right?
Well, that's
how I view light skinned. It's almost like they jaundiced. They don't have their full. I be trying to figure out what they would look like when they fully completed. Because I think the more melanin you have, the more completed you are.
As a what?
As a look. Like, I think that people are supposed to have a certain amount of melanin and pigment. And that gives you the darkness.
What?
The melanin, pigment, and carbon, the amount that you have is the ones that gives you that darkness. The less you have that, you get more lighter. It's almost like Michael Jackson losing his skin complexion.
Okay, so all right. So my great grandmother, she was the lightest of all her siblings. All her siblings were 10 times darker than you could ever imagine. And they were all tall. So to them, you would be incomplete.
Yeah. Well, not really.
Yeah, you be
right.
They got more than me, but I'm far from the white complected. So, but what I'm saying is, like, have you ever seen white people with light skinned people with freckles?
Huh?
I've seen dark skinned people with freckles.
I see light skinned people with freckles. That's that melanin that's kind of like dispersed. It's kind of like it's not spreading through their body normally like somebody of my color or darker.
My aunt is your color. She got freckles.
So check this out. Check this out real quick. All right. So here's what I want to say before Lady Cherie get up out of here and we continue on with the conversation, or you guys want to end it, that's cool too. But what I want to say is to the chat, I appreciate each and every last one of y'all who came through, left your comments. Big Niche, Life with Big Niche on TikTok. Make sure everybody go and follow her, because a lot of the people that came over in the chat came over because of her. I want to shout out Life with Big Niche. I want to shout out Lily. Lashaya Loves Life. I want to shout out Paris Top Notch. I want to shout out Clear, and it looks like it was some more, but I probably Brittany. Want to shout out Brittany. Want to shout out Nine Leather at Nine Leather. I want to shout all of y'all out in the chat. But there was a comment in the chat, or a couple of them, that really I wanted to say to the chat, because the same people that asked in the chat, D, you ready for this? Sit up for this one, bro. I need you on camera because I'm gonna clip this part tomorrow. Because America needs to know what the hell was going on around here with this conversation of just pearly things. Because when I put the thumbnail out there and I sent the videos out there, everybody that I sent it to thought that we were gonna be coming up here just smashing pearly things, just going in, right? So a lot of them opted out of the conversation last minute. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. Somebody in the comments said, I thought we were supposed to be talking about just pearly things. And I want to say to that person, because you was invited up here to talk about just pearly things, you opted out of talking about just pearly things. Coward. You got a white woman with 2 million subscribers that got a large following and a huge voice, and she affect people like Jay Prince here that says that she's the standard of beauty. He appreciate her going on those panels, crushing those black people, and he love him some Just Pearly. Now you had that whole opportunity to speak your truth or speak your opinion, and you whimpered out. But I can see a black man say anything about y'all hair, say anything about your skin, say anything about your weight, say anything about anything, and you do not have to see the whole video. You do not have to hear him out. As soon as you hear a black man say something that you don't like, it could be triggering a word, you're gatoring, chomping his neck down. But for some reason, a white woman with 2 million subscribers and D made it plain and simple earlier when he said she had the most atrocious shit to say about specifically black women. She said 50% of black women have herpes. That don't include gonorrhea, that don't include HIV, that don't include none of that. She said y'all lazy. She said we lazy. She said y'all need to lose weight to get yourself a white man. White men ain't checking for you. You talking about running away from the black man and running to where? She said her race of men don't want y'all. I found it odd, Jay Prince, that I reached out to a whole bunch of people and said, hey, show up all week. Yes, we can't wait. We can't wait. And right there at crunch time, they started saying, I'm not going to talk on that topic. They started giving excuses saying, she ain't worth my time or whatever, blah, blah, blah. That is amazing to me that I'm telling you, Kevin Samuels Carter from y'all even celebrated his death. But you got this, as Anton Daniel said, I love when he said, white woman that said all these things and y'all chose not to speak on it. Now that only leaves me to think there's one reason why y'all chose not to speak on it. You got some white counterparts that the job's got to be at tomorrow that you don't want them stumbling across this video. That's one of the reasons why I said that you probably didn't want to speak on it. Another reason why you probably didn't want to speak on it because you got some white friends amongst your TikTok world or your YouTube world or your Facebook world or your Instagram world or your Twitter world or X, whatever y'all doing nowadays. You got some people that you don't want to piss off, or just maybe. See how y'all called us out for speaking loudly? That's the part I was going to speak on earlier, D. And I wish I had their asses here because I love each and every last one of y'all, and I appreciate y'all in the comments. But there's comments talking about how a black man spoke loud. Who you speaking loud to is what they were saying in the comments. If I go back and put them on the screen, they're there. And as you raise your voice, talking about D or talking about me or Jay Prince, that's the shit I'm talking about. She raised her voice. She said derogatory terms, calling y'all those names. She put out all the stats and statistics, and then she told you the reason why her people flipped the term black fatigue. They're sick of it. And I love my people. That's why I tell people I don't even want to talk about nobody else and compare them to us. We just talk about us, talk about our problems, and come up with solutions. But I just think it's odd, and I'm going to end it with this. I'm going to go around the panel and let everybody speak before they get up out of here. But I'm going to end it with this. I just think it's odd as hell how all these comments was in this comment section, and we love them. I tried to read them all off. If I missed a comment, it was not on purpose. I read them all off or have them read off so that y'all know that we're transparent. We're 100% accountable. I don't care if you talk about me, because for the longest time in my life, probably since 5, I ain't gave a fuck what nobody thought about me. And that ain't speaking that F word as derogatory towards you. That's just how I talk. I tell you. But I think it's a beautiful thing how we capture those comments, that y'all could put them up on a live YouTube broadcast. And you're welcome to do that at any time. You can say whatever, and we're going to read them off as long as they ain't like too egregious for YouTube. And if I had it my way, nothing would be egregious, right? You can say whatever you want to say. But I just think how y'all made a point to say black men was yelling. Pearl yelled. Y'all said black men was out of pocket for saying certain things about the black woman or the black race. Pearl said it. But y'all wanted to stay in the comment section. And a lot of y'all said that I ain't even touching on it. And then I'll give it grace. Hey, my sister, Life of Big Niece, came out and actually spoke on it. And I think that that's very strong and noble of her. So with that being said, y'all make sure that you find a black man tomorrow and give him the same grace you gave Pearly. Because we were never to come over here and smash Pearly. We was going to come over here and smash what Pearly said. That was the whole point. Somebody in the chat said, I feel bamboozled because I thought, yes. See, I never told you what we was going to do. I just showed you a video and gave you your own opinion and left you up to your own opinion. I never told you what we was going to do. I never would tell somebody what type of energy the live was going to be like. But the beautiful thing that I like behind it is you formulated your own opinion and thought it was going to be one way, but we wanted to address the issue, not the person who said it. Because to everybody that was speaking tonight, she don't matter because she's not of our hue. She's not of our color. So we don't want to hear what she got to say, no way. But I find it odd that as soon as somebody raised their voice or said something that you emotionally did not agree with or like, you smashed them in the comment section. The only thing that y'all said about Pearl, and I give it up to my homegirl, Lily, Lashea Love, she the only one that had one didn't know who Pearl was, and she came through in the clutch and explained to you Pearl's just some white woman that talk a lot of shit. That's about the nicest thing I had heard somebody say about Pearl in the longest time. And I appreciate that. So with that being said, I'm going to go around the panel. I'm going to start with our guest, and that's Jay Prince for president, sir. You got any lasting words that you want to say to the stream before we end it?
This was a wonderful conversation. Thanks for having me up here, inviting me. I think there's some deep-rooted issues on both ends. I think that black men and black women need to have a unemotional based conversation and have a real honest conversation if we want to see the push of black families again and black people, because I think that it's a threat to eliminate us, and we plan K into that these conversations is helping more yielding to eliminate us because we're going to find each other unattractive. And then before you know it, you'll never see nobody dark again. I think that's a real fear of mine.
Nah, I'm with you, man. But that damn D up there is crazy. So, I agree that the divide between us and the furthering along the friction and conflict is driving us apart. And they already done said that what they said 50 years from now there will most will be mixed on this. Not only it's 50 years now, it might be like 30 years now because I've been hearing that for about 20 years. So
just the fact that they predicting that means they got an agenda to achieve that.
That's a real thing, and I appreciate that, man. Anything else? Because I jumped in there on your last words.
No, that's about it. Thanks. I appreciate y'all for having me. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to T-Max Network and D, everybody. Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. Black House in the building. Hey, don't hit the end button. When I get off the stream, we got to talk. So stay right here for a second. Our other guest, Lady Cherie, Heart Attack.
Sorry. Nope, it was a great conversation. Interesting. Thanks for having me. I agree with what you said and what Jay Prince said. I think that we're so divided that we really didn't get to the topic that we really wanted to because we're like this against each other. And hopefully one day we'll be able to have those real conversations to resolve those issues that we have among each other.
Hey, man, Lady Cherie, I want to say something to you on behalf of T-Max Network and Jay Prince for president. I don't care if he don't like it or not. You're very attractive, by the way, and your light skin is light skinning. But it's something that Jay Prince said. Jay Prince said something earlier, and when he was naming the white woman, he said feminine, and then he scrutinized your voice. Your voice is very feminine to me. Jay Prince said that they carry themselves in a way that is very subtle and submissive and behind the scenes. So the way that you present yourself and speak is very feminine, subtle, and submissive. So, Black woman, we appreciate you for continuing on and carrying yourself in a way that you could display for other young Black women coming up behind you. There's no ratchetness about you. You definitely, I can tell that you have Niet, Life with Big Niche, and Shanae Africa. Now, Big Niche came out, but that wasn't masculine, what I saw her do. She was very passionate about what she was speaking. She's a very feminine woman, got herself a good husband that's actually out working while she was on this live. So, man, Black families live on. Lady Cherie, we appreciate you. You and the Heart Attack. We'll see you. T-Max Network will be at your event on January 10th.
Thank you. And can I just say this? I appreciate you, T-Max, and what you said. And that's why I have lady in front of my name. And I will continue to be that lady.
I know that's right, man. God darn it. Somebody give us.
Good night, Kelly.
All right, man. Good night. So, Shanae Africa. Lady, you pulled up on us. It don't matter if it was last minute. It don't matter if it was the live stream was off and you came up on us and we was just in the back, just chit-chatting. We appreciate you taking out your time from a busy day over there in South Africa. We know you got the kiddos that you got to get back to and and do your job and everything. But I want to say to you as well. Hey, listen, you don't look Asian to me, just a little bit. You look very much Black, and what you said about Black women, no matter their skin tone, but their ethnicity, and Black women over in your country that is fighting to preserve the Black on Black race to continue. We over in America appreciate you for that. Now, my father is married to my stepmom, who I look at like a mother, and she is Caucasian. So I have a mixed family. So there's no racism here, no reverse racism, no none of that. Like we embrace everyone, but for a black man, I choose black, and I love the fact that you say you choose black as well, and you're continuing to preserve that race over there. And I hope that you will come back and kick it with us at any time. Every last one of y'all are welcome at any time to come back. Sundays at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find the Content Creators Lounge right here, or you're going to be kicking it in at Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, where we're going to start having that conversation. It's called Sit Bro. And we're going to have all the men. So, Jay Prince, get yourself together. But with that being said, Miss Shanae Africa, what's your lasting words?
Hi, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity, guys. I know when I came into the chat, someone changed the whole topic. I am so sorry. I can't help it, Jay. I do appreciate all of you guys. You guys will be seeing me Thursday, Sunday, depends. But what my last word is, guys, being black is not a skin color anymore. It's a culture. I cannot come here and say, because of my skin color, Jay, I'm so sorry, I disagree. It's a culture. It's a movement. We are going forward. We're not going backwards anymore. They did what they did. We are going forward now. It's a movement. Let's push this movement. But I love you, Jay. Guys, I'm out. Team Maxie, thank you so much.
For sure, man. I appreciate you pulling up on me and D and the fam, man. Thank you so much. All right. I'll be reaching out to you tomorrow so I can get you the schedule. But we're full-fledged, 100%.
Hey, I'm waiting for you to come back. I'm ready for you.
Before you go, so you saying going backwards?
No,
we don't look back. We don't look back. We look forward.
We don't look back, meaning that creating jet black people no more.
We are
that's creating dark skinned people to something of the past.
No, listen to what she said. Go ahead, Shanae.
I'm gonna find me a jet black man there in Somali, Ethiopia. He must come to me. I'm not going there. And we're gonna create a jet black child. Just for you.
I don't think you'd be able to do that, ma'am.
I have a challenge.
Hey, Shanae, man, we love you to death, girl. Get back to them kids. Appreciate you, Lady Cherie and the Art Attack. Thank you so much, my sister Niette Ridgeway, for pulling up. My sister, Lady Life with Big Niche. We appreciate you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna talk men shit when this live go off. So I appreciate y'all for coming through. The 3 people that's watching us live right now, thank y'all so much for staying up this late or coming back to the chat. So with that being said, this T-Max Network, we want to give out a few announcements real quick. January the 10th, 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. The Art Attack has a Sip, Glow, and Paint event in Virginia Beach, Virginia. February, the weekend of February, hold on real quick. Let me get it out to you. The weekend of February the 13th, 14th, and 15th, that's Valentine's Day weekend. T-Max Network is going to have a Players Ball comedy show in Virginia City to be announced. We're looking at probably Virginia Beach, or we're looking at somewhere around the Hampton Roads area. So stay tuned for times and locations, okay? But February the 13th through the 15th, which is a whole weekend, that's going to be our first meetup for the year of 2026. T-Max Network is hosting a Players Ball comedy show. So that means all the comedians are going to be dressed up like Players Ball with the canes and the what's the name, and everybody in the crowd, you're going to be asked to come dressed in your best Players Ball or Playettes outfit. So y'all get ready for that, February the 13th through the 15th. Another thing, I want to make aware that T-Max Network has 2 new major sponsors. One, Extra Digit Global. That's Brian Bean. His Mentor to Millions mentorship is wrapped up into a free community from Extra Digit Global. There's over 4,000 of those individuals, and we are now affiliates of Extra Digit Global, and we want to say that they're doing big things by bringing us into this new wave that we're living out here. With that being said, the platform and the tool that's being used with Extra Digit Global is called Lev AI. If you guys don't know, both of the videos that I played here tonight was all made by AI. In less than 2 minutes, I made a whole introduction video and I made a whole commercial, right, for the Art Attack. I just want y'all to know that was just the tip of the iceberg. What we're going to do right now is make sure that we put AI in front of everybody that we come across, because guess why? If we don't do it, somebody else will. You can bet on that. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our time. We thank y'all so much. Black House is in the building. We're going to talk with him real quick with Jay Prince, president, before he leave out. And guess what, y'all? We appreciate y'all. Y'all come back and see us. You hear it?
Baboons and monkeys.